Nice. I got to credit Judd Apatow for that one. That's Pete Townshend and Save It for Later, which is an English beat song that Pete Townshend covered. And I was watching Judd Apatow's Love Show on Netflix. I got through all 10 episodes. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
And he uses some really cool songs, and that was one of the songs in the last episode.
And he said he regretted that one time he wanted to use a song that he didn't use.
Right.
He didn't want to spend $30,000 on it or whatever.
Yeah. I was complimenting him on picking great music for this Netflix show, Love. And then I see that he's got like a whole staff that their whole job is just to pick songs. That's amazing to me.
I guess he has to approve it. I wonder if it's the same for Tarantino. Seems like the type of dude that just listens to something and likes it, but that might just be me being naive.
I just love rediscovering a song. I used to love that song. Haven't heard it in probably, I don't know, at least 10, 15 years. I'm like, oh, that's right. This song's all right. So there you go. Pete Townshend, Save It for Later. It's very different than the English beat version, because the English beat version is very 80s with the horns and stuff. What's going on, Chris Distefano?
Pete Townshend, The Who, right?
Yes.
The windmill?
God.
Jesus. The windmill guy?
Yeah, the windmill guy.
There you go.
Yes, the windmill guy. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm glad that's what you know him from.
He was a little more than the windmill guy. Well, yeah, you can know him for other reasons.
That's how I know him. The windmill guy.
You could know him from maybe trading some fucking files with him.
Oh, yeah.
He got in a little trouble with that, and boy,
really?
was he able to skate, because he did that windmill so well. I think that's the only reason he skated.
Yeah. What did he do? Did a little child porn or something?
Oh, man, oh, God, we went through the whole freaking thing back in the day. They have video of him, they bringing him into the police station and questioning him about some file trading and some things on his computer. And he was able to talk it all away and say that it was research for a book.
Oh, my. So he didn't do any time.
No. Well, I think that they found that he hadn't downloaded anything. He had only
taken a peek.
He's perused.
He was perusing. Yeah,
he was just taking some peeks.
That's a good way to look at it.
I don't know. That was I love The Who. I love Pete Townshend, but that whole thing was extremely suspicious.
Yeah. Yes, I don't know why are you doing that?
I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just trying to be nice. It was very suspicious.
Yeah.
It was a misunderstanding.
It was a big misunderstanding.
He used his credit card to access a website bearing the message, "Click here for child porn." That's the misunderstanding.
Wow.
Is that really what it says?
Well,
wow.
Wikipedia.
According to Wikipedia, Wikipedia is pretty accurate, right? Click here for child porn? Oh, my God. I can understand maybe you stumble upon it.
Yeah. He claimed he was writing a book because he had...
Did that book ever come out?
No, I don't think so.
No.
But he had things happen to him as a child, so he said he was writing about it. He was researching it.
Oh, all right.
But again, the book never came out.
That's a good 10 years ago now, at least. Maybe even more.
Wow.
15 years ago? Is that possible? 2002?
Yes.
So, all right. 13, 14 years ago for Pete Townshend.
All right.
Jimmy is here, and then he's going to be gone. He's starting his big tour today.
Yeah, and
tonight.
I'm making sure I think the Chip Indiegogo is going live right now for if you want to fund that. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, good.
And I'm just panicking because my YouTube page wasn't coming up.
What? No panic. No panic.
Nice.
Things are good.
Where you going, Jim? What's the first city?
Chicago.
Ooh, good town. Portillo's hot dogs. Shout out.
What?
I don't know. You don't like those hot dogs?
I don't know if I like them. That's why the girly what?
What? They're pretty good. They're good. But
what makes them so good?
They put them on this stupid bread, and then they put like vegetables on them. I don't know. It's tell you
that sounds awful.
Yeah, it's probably not that good. It's probably not that good. But they got a cool sign.
You call it the stupid bread too.
Yeah.
It makes their bread stupid.
You're not selling it.
I know. I'm sorry, Portillo's. I don't think it's... I don't like hot dogs, so I don't know why I said that.
Well, let me help Portillo's out, because I just saw one of them. Go up.
Yeah.
That looks good. It's got tomatoes. It's got pickles. It looks like it's got some of those banana peppers. That looks awesome.
You know what it was last time?
Onion and green pepper.
I was going through a breakup last time.
And the bread doesn't look stupid, by the way.
Yeah, it looks good. Well, it gets stuck in your teeth, and then you go on stage like an asshole, and you have those little black poppy seeds in your teeth, and the guy in the front row is just like, clean your teeth out, fuck face. And you're trying to do bits about your stupid shit that you made up.
Sounds like your career's going well.
Yeah, it's going real well. I got these T-shirts made. I spent $800 to get a penguin with the Italian flag. The guy reversed it. It's the Hungarian flag. So now I brought some for the group.
Why a penguin?
Because I'm a fucking hack comic, and I had a bit about a penguin, and I figured I could sell them after the show. And then I realized standing outside after a show selling T-shirts is the most disgusting feeling.
Tell me I do it.
Oh my God, I hated it.
I'd literally have more dignity if I was sucking cocks on the way out the door.
I'd rather do that. Look at this. So this is shout out to whoever, I forgot the company that made these, but thanks for reversing the colors and now making it a Hungarian penguin instead of a mafia Italian penguin. So
it's in the tracksuit and everything.
I got some for the guys.
What's the bit with the penguin and the tracksuit?
It's this joke about my dad had
the Hungarian flag.
My dad had this friend who's a real guy. My dad had this friend, they called him Bobby Pets.
Yeah.
And he just had like a lot of pets, but I went, ridiculous, said that he had an exotic pet ring and he's got penguins, and it's a stupid, horrible joke anyway. I mean, it works with the crowds, but it sucks.
That's such a horrible joke. You decided to make T-shirts about it.
It was I regret it. Like, first of all, I go to shows, like, I'll never forget, Governor's was in Long Island, like, the show was sold out, and they laughed. It was a great show, and I sold one T-shirt. Out of 300 people that walk, people were looking at him going like this, I'm good. And I was like, I sold one, and it wasn't even, it was one of my mom's friends, Peggy.
It's a cool shirt, though.
Yeah. It's all right.
Yeah, if you penguin with a flag. I mean, who wouldn't
want to do that?
In a tracksuit.
Oh, it's wonderful.
If you guys want to buy some, they're on ChristyComedy.com under merchandise.
Well, we didn't ask where we could buy them, sir.
Or you can just, if you see me in the street, I'll give you one.
We didn't ask. Are you going to get new ones printed up with the Italian flag?
You know what? I guess I should, right, at this point? Spend another $900?
Well, shouldn't they fix it?
What am I going to do?
Well, wait a minute. Was it your mistake or their mistake?
At this point, I don't know.
And I bet you most people think it's an Italian flag anyway.
I know.
I think you're good.
You think I think
you're good in general.
So whether it was the Italian flag, any flag, I'm still only going to sell probably one a show.
Well, they're going to want to know why you have a Hungarian flag.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know it's a Hungarian flag, though.
But the
tracksuit makes me think, okay, that's an Italian flag.
Right.
And you got 300 of these laid around?
Something like that.
Oh,
and,
wow.
they're not selling. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, there it is. It's up.
Chip Chippers in animation.
It's up. Looking for 200 G's.
Yeah, a lot of that is going into the fucking fulfillment. They have a breakdown at the end of what goes where.
Yeah. All right. Do we tweet this link out or what?
Already did.
All right. It's tweeted so you can help Jimmy with his animation show.
Yeah, it explains who Chip is, and I have the pilot up there. It's like a 5.5 minute pilot I put up, so
nice.
It's just kind of the characters asking for money.
Right.
So, there's perks and all that stuff.
Very cool.
Nice.
Well, why? You all right?
We'll see if it goes.
All right. It just got there, so let's push it and see what happens.
I got faith.
You got faith in this?
That means
a lot of
anything.
nice perks.
I'm very Catholic.
Name dropper surprise. All right, good. Yeah.
Nice.
We just tweeted out the link, so check it out for yourself.
They did a good job on it.
Yeah. All right.
It's cool.
It's very windy today, and you're flying to Chicago, the Windy City.
Yeah, it's kind of a shit day to go to Chicago.
Which they say is not really based off the wind, right? The Windy City?
No, it's based on...
They used to call politicians windbags.
Yeah, windbags. Wow, I took the tour.
Double-decker.
That's
it's a
right.
good tour.
It has nothing to do with the wind, but it has to do with the wind, because it's very windy up there.
Right.
What are they talking about? But what? They were windbags back in the day, so they call it the Windy City. Yeah, very corrupt city back in the day. I'll say that again.
I'd suggest the architecture tour on the Chicago River. Yeah, it's good.
I hate architecture.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
Good. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember anything I learned that day, but I remember enjoying the hell out of it.
Yeah, me too. It's good.
And then there's the building where the car went into the fucking river for that movie. Who was in that movie?
That was Steve McQueen going out of the apartment building on the where they park.
Yes. The parking garage.
Yeah.
They show you that building. That's all I remember.
Al Capone's building where he used to drive his car into the lobby, and then they had a private elevator to take his car up to the top.
Oh, right. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing about Chicago, they reversed the river.
Yep.
You learned that, right?
Yep, I learned that.
Did you learn that?
Mean? I don't know what that means.
I think the river was so polluted that it caught fire.
Right.
It actually caught fire. That's how polluted the river was.
Right.
And then someone came up with a great idea to just reverse the current of the river itself.
And then I think they polluted like Indiana. They fucked some other place up.
But that's how they got rid of. I think that's how they got rid of a lot of the pollution. Is that possible?
I think so.
But they actually reversed the river itself,
Which is insane.
It's pretty insane.
But then I think through doing that, they were telling some other town suffered. Like I think Flint, Michigan, something got destroyed.
I would go with Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
I'm going
right.
to say it was Fort Wayne, Indiana.
That shitbox.
Eric Stengel, tell me about the river reversal when you find it. There you go. Finally in 1900, the sanitary district of Chicago, then headed by William Boldenweck, completely reversed the flow of the main stem and south branch of the river using a series of canal locks, increasing the river's flow from Lake Michigan and causing it to empty into the newly completed Chicago Sanitary and Ship Canal. There you go.
I'm looking to see what city it ruined.
Yeah, we got to find that out. And now a guy has to defend Portillo's. Paul in Chicago. Paul, Jimmy's coming your way, Paul.
All right.
Thanks.
You're on the show.
The radio.
Hey, guys. First time caller, long time listener. You guys are great.
Thanks, mister.
Yes. Go to Portillo's. They're known for their beef.
Yeah.
But they have great hot dogs. Their fucking Nathan's are nothing compared to Portillo's hot dogs.
I mean,
Who
stop.
can tell the difference?
Come on, stop now.
all
Nathan's
the
hot dogs
same.
are pretty damn fucking good.
1901, Nathan's.
I'll tell you right now, the hot dogs you get on the street right here in Midtown from one of those carts is really good.
The dirty dogs.
They're very dirty.
Go to Gray's Papaya. Those are the
Gray's
best ones.
Papaya is a great place too.
It's like 8 cents to have 400 of them shoved in your asshole.
And there's only one Gray's Papaya left, I think. They're
Just
closing
one.
most of them down.
There was one on 72nd, and there's
That's
one
still
in,
open.
isn't there one on 6th Avenue? Yeah. I remember
That's the one I
Manny
know.
from the cellar used to love them.
Yeah.
When he was in the hospital, the guys were bringing him fucking hot dogs.
Nice.
You know, people want drinks or cigarettes. He just wanted fucking Gray's Papaya.
He wanted, and were people saying, you should not be doing this, Manny?
Yeah, I think people knew he was really sick. They're like, just have a fucking hot dog.
Yeah, just let
people
him-
were encouraging him.
Let him be.
Why are they closing them?
I don't know. I guess they're not as popular. I don't know. They're a New York institution.
Hot dogs aren't a healthy choice anymore.
They're extremely bad for you. They're
That's what it is.
ridiculously bad. Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, hey, wait, just a real quick shout out. Hey, Jimmy, I love you.
Thank you, Paul.
You guys are great on the show.
Thanks.
And I wish I could come see you, but I'm in Minnesota. But keep on.
Thank you, buddy. More details
Take care.
about your schedule.
Wait, so he's from Chicago, but he's in
Thanks, pal.
Minnesota when Jimmy's up in Chicago.
Yeah,
I
that's the way
guess.
it
is. There you go.
That's what it sounded like. Did we learn more about the river, Eric Stengel?
No.
That's
Nothing?
it?
So it didn't pollute a city? I made that up?
I was looking at Great Papaya.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think it polluted the city.
All right.
I think you're making that shit.
I heard a little
But
flair to it.
I do know the river was so polluted that it went up in flames at one
Right.
point. Maybe you can find that was in I think the 1800s or something like that. Did that cause the great fire? Great Chicago fire? Was it that the river went up in flames?
No, they say that was some old woman.
Oh, with a lantern or
Yeah,
something?
with a lantern, and she caused everything.
That was, Mrs. O'Leary's cow.
Yeah, there you
Was
go.
that Chicago?
Yep.
A
Nice.
stupid lantern?
Fucking lantern.
They couldn't figure that out back in the day, that you could put out a fire before it destroys the whole city?
The only thing that survived was that Chicago water tower. And I only know that from Vince Vaughn in the movie The Breakup.
The water tower.
They said he's talking about the Chicago's water pumping station is the only thing that survived the Great Fire. He says it in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in The Breakup. Nice. I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
Why do you like that movie?
A lot of people don't like that movie.
Oh, wait, he was the tour guide on the boat?
Right,
With
right,
Jennifer Aniston?
Yep, that's it.
People didn't like that movie because they didn't get back together at the end. I know that movie.
I thought that was thought that was real life. I like that.
Yeah, it's fine to have real life, but for some reason, if it's a movie, people fucking get pissed off if you don't put the two characters back together at the end.
I'm a sucker for that. I actually like. I came to realize I like a happy ending in a movie. It just I have to buy it.
Right.
I have to believe it.
Yeah.
If I don't believe it, it stinks, and they're cheating. But if I like a happy ending.
Yeah, me too.
I guess we all do in the end. But
I saw
That's
Bridge of
not real
Spies.
life.
It was
Oh, you
good.
did?
Yeah, much
Good?
better than I thought.
Interesting.
It would be. I had no interest in seeing it. It was fucking really interesting, and I wouldn't say it's an Oscar winner, but it was.
It's up for Best Picture.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah,
But it's good?
I mean, it was really nice if you watch it. I wouldn't. I don't know. It didn't make you go like, oh my god.
Right.
But everything about it was good.
Does it seem like a Spielberg film? Is it like directed in his style?
I didn't notice until the end. I'm like,
what is the
oh.
Spielberg style?
Yeah, let's get the skinny on this. What is the Spielberg style?
No, but you know what I mean.
We got a geek in the house.
Yeah,
What's
is
the Spielberg
style?
style?
But you know what I mean. Where like a lot of
when they start with you know what I mean, they don't have anything to back it up.
You don't think there's anything behind what he said?
No, I know what I'm
When
saying.
someone starts with you know what I mean, that's bad.
No, but there's like dramatic camera moves and big close-ups and everything's sort of
you're
drawn
describing
out.
every movie.
No, it's not. But everything's like
Yeah.
drawn out.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yes, it opens as credits.
It's like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Spielberg style.
No, but some films.
How would you explain the Spielberg
Oh,
style?
there's an alien. There's a crying German. You know.
I'm going to go back to looking online. No, but I mean, some of his films, it feels like, oh my god, it's a Spielberg film, and then sometimes it feels like
Yeah,
anybody
because
could
it
have
says his
directed
name
this.
on it, like E.T.
Well, you know what?
Fucking Jaws.
He did Lincoln, right? Did he do Lincoln? Was that Spielberg? That movie Lincoln?
I don't think so.
I think it was. It was one of those
that
famous
him?
directors. I don't know.
I don't.
It was. I think it was him because the beginning of that movie was fucking unbelievable, and then it just sucked dick for the next 2.5 hours.
So you said it got better.
Yeah, so it got better, right?
What made it so good in the beginning?
The fucking opening Civil War scene.
Oh, my
People
God.
are getting their faces.
Oh,
sure.
sure.
It was great, and then it just absolutely blew. Daniel Day-Lewis was amazing, but the rest of the movie was nobody gives a shit about the politics of the Civil War. It's like show me you killing people and hanging people and doing what it was like back then.
Show us the battlefield.
Show us the battlefield, because that opening scene, it makes you think it's like going to be Saving Private Ryan on steroids. And
I didn't love that either, though.
Saving
I
Private
liked it. I didn't love it.
Saving Private Ryan.
The battle scene was fucking amazing. I never loved that movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was
loved
good.
it. I thought it was great.
I got a great opportunity. My grandpa passed away like a year or two after that movie came out, but I remember we watched that movie. He watched the movie separately, and then I saw it, and he told me, because he fought in World War II, not in D-Day, but he said it was very similar to that style. He was like, I wasn't in that exact battle. He's like, but that's really
It was pretty accurate.
how it was. He said guys crying for their moms, limbs everywhere, and we just had this adrenaline where we needed to just kill these Germans. Because he was saying we thought that if they took over, if we didn't beat them, they were going to go rape and kill our women and children in America. So he said it was that adrenaline was.
He was probably
crazy.
correct about that.
Yeah,
it was kind of important.
Yeah.
kind of important.
That was a very important. Yeah. Yes. Justin.
Breaking news.
Yeah. Well,
Chipperson Animation has $259.
Thank you very much.
That's good,
boy.
Just
Wow.
keep it
You're on your
coming.
way.
Any more shitty updates?
In 19 minutes, that's good.
That's horrendous.
You're on your way. $259.
That's awesome.
that's good, man.
Hideous, but thank you.
No, I think it's good.
Yeah, just
A few
started.
minutes.
Okay. Let's say hi to Alex in Manhattan. Alex, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey.
So, on St. Patrick's Day in Chicago, they are able to dye the entire river green because of that reverse flow. And the first time I was ever there for St. Patty's, I was like, no way, I know how big that fucking river is. Sure enough, green. Could not believe it.
I'm sure the fish in the river appreciate that. The fish, but I'm sure there are people saying that it's fine as far as the environment goes.
Oh, it's food coloring or it's algae.
Yeah,
It's algae.
that looks like it would be horrendous for the wildlife.
What do they use? Oh, diesel fuel.
Oh, it's Gatorade. Great. Perfect. That does look cool every year when they do that.
Yeah.
And I would assume that it's the water's still better than Flint, Michigan after they put the green in it. That fucking Flint, Michigan thing is unbelievable.
You see that?
I don't know why people aren't talking about this every single day on the news.
There's kids that have lead poisoning and their brains are never going to develop, and they did a whole thing on it on SportsCenter about how there's little kids are going to have nothing.
Yes, sir.
There was one kid, I saw the story that was so messed up from the water there that he tried to design a T-shirt with an Italian flag on it, and he accidentally told them hungry.
That's true.
And now he's stuck with 300 of them.
Yeah. I got to check my orders. It probably does come directly from Flint.
Yeah.
And he really wanted to raise some nice money so they had clean drinking water.
Oh,
but
my
they
God.
messed up.
Messed up the shirt.
What's the deal, man? Was it the mayor decided to save a few bucks?
Governor, they said.
The governor, of course. Yeah, it was the governor of the state. He just wanted to save a few bucks and fucked it up.
Well, I mean, I think it's just
how is that guy not
going
hanging from? Well, maybe I should shut up.
Yeah.
But I mean, Jesus,
didn't he say didn't he take responsibility?
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
What does that mean in the end?
Exactly,
taking responsibility.
Verbally.
That means at the very least he should have a fist in his hiney.
Yeah.
Oh, you're taking responsibility? Well, you know what that means. You got to take this fist in the hiney.
Right, a reward.
Exactly. But they are talking about criminal charges now.
All right. Well, they're saying that Flint, Michigan is like an actual third world country. Like it doesn't look like it belongs in America if you go there. Nobody goes there, but they said it's completely forgotten about, but people live there.
Well, I've seen the Michael Moore documentaries over the years.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a bad place, but I mean the water should at least be okay.
It's crazy.
Start there.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have proper housing and good jobs, but you got to at least keep the water clean.
Yeah, Michael Moore. I mean, look, I don't begrudge the guy his money, but he talks a lot about other people and like what the rich are doing wrong. And I saw in his divorce recently the fucking property this guy had. I mean, he's worth like $50 million.
Is he
Again,
really?
that's great. He's earned it, but then don't go out and just begrudge everybody else who's fucking earned it.
Yeah. You have to give half of it away?
I hope so.
With that fucking
yeah, why not? I mean, I'm sure that's part of what he would agree to do.
Oh, you mean when he hits Wall Street with a bullhorn? You're saying that's kind of hypocritical, knowing that he has $50 million in the bank?
Well, I would love to know: does he have investments? And is he any of his investments in any of these companies? Like when Al Gore got busted, fucking selling to people with Arab oil money or whatever it was.
Yeah, I would bet he does have some investments. If you got $50 million, if you're worth $50 million, some of that money's in investments.
Well, of course, gotta be.
But I want to see his next movie. Wasn't he supposed to come in? What happened with that?
I'll find
He was sick.
For real?
He was in the hospital for something.
I think he's still in the hospital.
He's still in the hospital. They said it didn't look good. He had pneumonia.
Pneumonia and then something.
Diverticulitis is my guess.
It's hard to imagine a guy like that. He takes care of himself. I mean,
Real health picture of health.
He's in bad shape?
Mm-hmm.
He's just a fat mess.
He's better now, but he's morbidly obese.
Yeah.
And what's his latest movie about who we're going to start a war with next or something like that?
Where to invade next.
Yeah. Where to invade next. How about the gym, Michael? Why don't you invade the gym?
Yeah, how about Planet Fitness? Why don't you invade that?
Well, how about Golds?
Did we lose our caller? I guess we did. Better info about Flint, Michigan. What do you mean better info? We know the water is shitty. All right, fair enough, though. Go ahead, Jason.
Hey, guys. The city of Flint was under financial problems, so the governor put a person in charge to actually run the city of Flint instead of having the mayor in charge. Now, this person's job was, to basically run the city and save money. And he was the person who decided to change the water from the Detroit, the sewage system that, they would normally get their water from, over to getting the water from the Flint River. Now, he was appointed by the governor, but he is a Democrat, so a lot of people say it's a Republican-Democrat thing, which, who gives a crap? The system's all messed up. But, the governor approved the move, so that's why everybody's blaming the governor, and now they're saying that the governor knew the water was bad and never told anybody, so that's more information.
The governor should be dragged into the streets.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
Completely dragged into the streets. Unbelievable.
Ugh.
Disgusting.
The Flint. So they got to reverse the Flint. Why can't they reverse the Flint River like they did in Chicago?
I think it's all about the pipes, right? They had to replace the pipes, and they chose not to. I think.
Well,
the corrosion is so bad that's causing all the problems. I think, right?
Yeah, and they have a plan. It's like a $50 million plan. I don't remember what the amount is, but it's going to take at least a year to try to fix the problems that they caused.
So why don't they stop drinking so much water? That's the problem. They're all greedy for water. How about you fucking stop it?
I think outside the box.
Yeah, people in Michigan, we're thirsty. Fucking man up.
I'm thirsty.
Exactly. Bring bottled water like the rest of us.
Yeah.
I actually drink from the tap. And people look at me horrified.
In New York, I do too.
Yeah, in New York, I definitely do. I drink from the tap wherever I go.
But New York is some of the most filtered water in the world, I thought.
Supposedly, we have some of the best water ever. Sorry, from Michigan. You might want to turn your radio down for a while. Our water here in New York is crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
Doesn't look like Gatorade when it comes out of the tap.
And I heard that our water, they leave a little bit of fluoride in, a little bit more than other places. We have the strongest teeth in the country.
You need a little of that fluoride because you don't really get it in bottled water, I think.
Yep.
And I drink from the tap, and people look at me like they're horrified.
Yeah.
Because we've all been basically told you should only drink bottled water.
That lean over, dude, that's such a habit with me, is the lean over, turn on the bathroom sink, and you lean over. And I don't put my mouth on the sink. It's like a weird rest against your cheek.
Right.
I've been drinking out of the fucking faucet my whole life. And that's why I am the person I am today.
Yes. You got smooth skin. It must be the water.
Maybe it is the water. I was breastfed, though. Mother breastfed me, and I think they say that's good for you.
Yeah.
And I had good eating habits growing up.
Do you drink from fountains in Central Park?
Never.
I do.
No,
See, I drink from the fountain.
I'm the king.
Well,
See,
there's
what
a bad
bothers
breath
you?
on there.
Oh, the bad breath. Okay.
The bad breath. People's mouths and stinky breath on the fucking thing, pressing their lips against it like...
I look for a high archer with. I don't go like when you have to put your lips on it.
No, I'm talking about the water fountains. It's those high arches are a little bit better.
You don't slurp when the flow is a little...
No, I don't slurp.
Limpy?
Do you ever hate the ones where it just dribbles out like it's fucking the water fountain's having a stroke and you gotta put your mouth on it?
That's what I do. I take my kids to all these fucking parks around Central Park, and you get thirsty.
You got to use the water fountain,
and I have no problem doing it. No problem. It's nice and cold, and if you've worked up a bit of a sweat, man, it's the best feeling.
I can't do it.
That's hard. In Central Park.
Yeah.
But the homeless guys are urinating.
Yeah, but you're probably getting some...
No, I don't know. They probably don't, actually.
You don't think?
No. That's probably like fucking younger people will do that, but I don't think homeless guys will piss in the water fountain that they drink out of.
They're desperate. That's where they're getting their water.
Yeah. But what are they going to do? What are you saying? They're pissing in the hole that the water comes out? I mean, if they pissed on the water fountain, I mean, it's still not touching your lips.
And I'm thinking you get a few germs from the homeless. It helps the immune system anyway.
Probably.
As long as you get it in small doses, it's somehow helping your immune system.
You get a little sick, and then you're good. I went to Aruba, and I drank the water there, and I got sick the first day, puked a little bit, and then my body just built up tolerance. I feel fucking invincible.
MTV did that to me when I was doing it in Cancun years ago.
Yeah.
It was fucking that Mexican water. Last day I was so good all week, I had fucking cappuccino at a club or something, and that's you don't think that. And the next day I'm outdoors shooting in fucking like 100 degrees, and there's stage lights, and I was running to a public bathroom in Cancun, shitting like an animal.
Like an animal.
It was like shitting on Rikers Island. It was fucking terrible. Like that concrete, awful outdoor shore bathroom.
Where it's just hot and sticky inside.
Oh my god,
that's the worst when you have diarrhea and it's hot
on the brick walls or the concrete walls, hanging out because it's moist in there.
Moist.
I went to Mexico for my brother-in-law's wedding, and at the resort, they were so sick of everyone going, can I have bottled water? Because everyone was scared of the water, and they had to say over and over again, we filter our water for you Americans, so don't worry about it.
Oh, the water was okay there.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, because then we all were like, all right, and we started just drinking the water and trusting them, and none of us had a problem.
Right.
But like you said, then you go off the resort to some shitty taco place that people talk about that's on the side of the road, and next thing you know, you're shitting from the water, not the tacos.
Yeah, because they washed the lettuce in something.
Yeah.
Or they, again, you didn't think cappuccino.
That's funny.
You get used to it, though. You do. Your body does adjust to it. But who wants to go through 3 or 4 days of vacation vomiting and shitting?
Ugh.
Why would you do that if you're in Aruba for a week?
Because they told me in Aruba, they said that they have the most filtered water in the Caribbean. Tricked. So, Ray Allen told me that. The guy who runs a gig, Aruba Ray Allen, shout out to Aruba Ray. He told me that the water was fine, and then I shit my brains out. But then I got used to it, and it was fine. It was actually a nice place, Aruba. I enjoyed it. My
brother Weeze has been trying to get me to go to Aruba with him and his family forever, and I don't know why I haven't. How many hours is the flight?
18.
It's about 3.5 to 4.
See, I could do that with kids.
It's interesting because it just shows you like what power like the U.S. has over certain places. I mean, we have that's a Dutch colony, but yet when you get off the plane, there's a whole U.S. only customs line. So if you're from England or some other big country, it doesn't matter. You have to wait in line with the Arubans or whatever other country. U.S. online, they take U.S. money. Again, that's nothing. This is not a U.S. colony. They just take U.S. dollars, whatever, and they're like, oh, we'll convert it later. So
they want the American tourists.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Because it's all people from Aruba is like 95% from New York, Connecticut, and Boston.
Oh, really?
That's the whole tour. It's crazy. It's like you go down there and you see like your grandma and grandpa, grandma and grandpa types. Just from the Northeast.
So you don't really feel like you went away. I like to feel like I went away, and then I'm not looking at New Yorkers.
Exactly. Go to 110th and 2nd.
I like to kind of get away from all this.
Yeah, no, I
go to these vacation spots, and everyone has the heavy New York accent. You're like, oh, God.
Yeah, it was all the same stuff.
Did you go to the windy side of the island?
Yeah, the Ray took us all over.
They say there's a windy side.
The windy side, there's a shark side. They basically feed the sharks on the eastern side of the island, and all the resorts are on the western side. So that's their shark problem. That's how they solve it. But the locals only swim on the eastern side because they don't give a fuck. And they said that nobody gets eaten by sharks out here, and if they do, they know how to defend themselves.
Did you do any of those day trips?
Yeah, went all over. This place called the Natural Pool.
Right.
It's insane. It's this pool in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Man-made?
No. The ocean. The ocean just had deposited the water in it over however many years, and it's the sickest thing I've ever seen.
You're just in the ocean.
No, but I
don't understand how it's a pool in the ocean.
I don't know how to explain it. It's like these rocks that somehow came up and then made a pool like in the middle of the ocean that's natural.
Oh, so it's okay. That's it right there.
Yeah. See
all
how
right, so the sides of it are all rocks, and it's in the middle of the ocean. So that'd be a bit bizarre. How deep is it?
I don't know. Endless.
Oh, it is
the ocean. Yeah, I think. But they were saying it's good. There's some local guy that stands at the top of it and he looks out for waves because there are times where waves come crashing over and can just pummel you, but he yells wave or no wave, and then you just got to swim away. And it was pretty cool.
That's the beauty of going away. They don't have the same rules and regulations as America.
Just whatever.
And you get to do weird shit.
But that's how you want to paralyze, though. And it's like, okay, just jump down on these rocks, but this is dental floss. It's fine. We haven't had any problems.
Yeah. I remember. I'm not sure if it was Turks and Caicos or I'm trying to think somewhere else. Whatever. And we went snorkeling with sharks. They're like, this is normal.
And there were big
sharks?
They would
never allow this in America.
No.
It's like, it was those reef sharks. I guess they don't really bite you.
Right.
I don't even know if they have teeth. I don't think so. But they look scary as fuck.
Fuck that.
And then everyone jumps in and then all right. And they throw the chum in the water.
Yeah.
And the sharks, they have a feeder at the bottom in a box. So the sharks know to stay in that area if they want to eat. And then these fuckers, they get everyone in the water. And then they throw chum in the water. So these sharks that are at the bottom near the box where the food is, they start circling to the top. So you could snorkel with sharks. I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah, because it's not only. What do you think? The nurse sharks are going to fend off a great white? Hey, buzz off.
That's my thought. It's like, okay, they know the sharks in that down at the bottom near the box are whatever. Yeah. Like I said, I think reef sharks or whatever. But what about everything else that's coming in the area because there's now food in the water?
Yeah, even snorkeling, I didn't really love because it was like it can't at any moment just something come and suck me under. And they were like, no, and they just kept telling me they don't have the Zika virus. I was like, I'm not a woman. I don't care if you have Zika or not, but they were like, we promise we have no Zika here. I was like, all right.
Oh, that's making the rounds, the Zika?
Oh, my God. It was
even in Aruba?
Because, listen, Aruba's so built off tourism that something like Zika, when Natalie Holloway died, people in Aruba were committing suicide because their tourism dropped like 50%, and they were saying that islanders were killing themselves because all of a sudden their coconut stand didn't make any money for 3 weeks, and
but you're still in Aruba though.
Yeah, but I know, but
I'm being serious.
You're not in a nice part of Aruba though. You're not in white people jump off the rocks, holding hands to the part of Aruba.
You're on the windy side of the island.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking if I got a business in Aruba and it goes bad, I'm thinking I'm still in Aruba.
Well, dude, there with the bar.
Is that a true story? People were really committing suicide?
The bar that she disappeared from, which had really nothing to do with anything, was just mentioned in the police report. They fucking burnt it down to the ground. It was a very successful bar. They burnt the whole thing down to the ground to tell the Americans, look, it's out of here. Come, that was just a serial killer we have on the island. He's fine. He's gone now. He's in Peru or whatever. We have no more serial killers, but it's huge.
What a piece of shit that Joran Vandersloot is in jail now for killing some other girl or killing some girl in Peru.
Another guy that pretty much got away with it, right?
Yeah.
Well, his daddy was a very powerful guy there, prosecutor or attorney, I think.
Right. Yeah.
And I guess they obviously didn't have the physical evidence against him, or they would have got him.
But a guy, he knows he killed her, and all he had to do was behave, and he was going to be right.
He got away with it. He's in Peru.
I'm amazed by those type of people.
And then, do you remember, there was security footage? You saw he goes into his hotel room with a girl. And then hours later, he comes out alone, and she never came out again.
Yeah.
And wasn't she found in his luggage?
She was dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, all this talk about jail and stuff like that. Why haven't the Peruvians killed this guy in jail? He's obviously protected, but
protected.
maybe he's not.
I don't think it's fair to protect these people.
No.
There were all these stories that he had businesses going on in jail. He was like selling candy to the other inmates. And
I don't think it's fair to protect certain people and not everybody.
No.
Put them in general population, man.
See what happens. Yeah, you
See
gotta
what happens. Fight for your life.
Put them with the sharks and the chum.
With the guys that have nothing to lose.
Nothing.
Ugh. That's always creepy when you see those prison shows. The guys that have nothing to lose.
Then again, he was a really good-looking kid of privilege, and now he's selling candy in a Peruvian jail.
Yeah.
I mean, that is, it's good, but he will get out, too.
he will.
Peruvian jail will probably get out.
I think he's smiling there a little bit. I think it just becomes your life.
No, that's the
after.
hotel.
Yeah, this is before he
and this
killed
is the girl.
All right, the footage was grainy, and it looked like it
Looked like jail footage.
Thank
then
you.
she ruined it.
then she, yeah.
And then he had a girlfriend, too. Didn't he have a girl that would come and visit him in prison?
Probably.
Or did she want to get married? There was some story like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but women love that. Didn't Scott Peterson, while in jail, wind up getting married?
Dude, Manson, they all get fucking proposals and... Jesus, women can't get enough of this crazy dick. They fucking love it.
They love it.
And meanwhile, I get caught fucking like scratching my asshole and sniffing it on a date. I'm a bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely women out there that love crazy dick.
Dude, they love it.
They love it.
All these security guard, another Rikers Island security guard banging an inmate I saw the other day and got caught from, and it's like a fucking rampant problem. They all fuck these security guards.
Oh, a female security guard?
Female security guard banging an inmate again, selling shit to him.
And they just back their shit up into the bars, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking hot.
Yeah.
Picture yourself, though.
That's hot. No?
I mean, this girl
She's
looks
awful.
like Patrice.
Yeah, she's not beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're doing some time and she wants to back her booty up to your fucking jail cell.
Oh my God, you'd let her in a second.
Oh, that's hot.
Who wouldn't want to fuck Bookman from Good Times? You know, the thing is, you got to say this for the women, though. If you're a fucking average woman and all of a sudden you're in this building, they're bad guys, but there's a lot of fucking well-built, or you see all their big prisoner dicks.
Yeah.
These women, they're home with some schlubby guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, she must be out of her mind. Like, these guys want me.
Oh my God, yeah.
She loves it.
It's here. Give me the story. An officer at Rikers Island, this is Chris Distefano just brought to our attention, has been charged with raping an inmate and smuggling drugs into the prison, making her the 26th correction staffer to be arrested in the city since 2014. Is it? I mean,
that's insane. 26 in 2 years.
I got to be really careful how I say this, but I don't.
Opie doesn't believe that rape is possible.
No, well, I don't believe a woman can rape a guy. Is that bad to say?
Oh, is that what they're saying? She raped them?
It's rape because inmates can't consent to sex
because it could be for privileges or something.
That's the only reason it's rape.
But in general, I think it's hard to rape a guy if you're a woman and you're a guy that's of normal, legal age and you're healthy.
Because your dick gets hard, right?
I don't know how you could say you were raped.
It's really hard. It's a weird thing.
But give me a scenario where there would be, because I know that's a stupid, crazy statement.
If you have all your abilities, like you're healthy or not.
Healthy guy.
You make a guy eat your pussy. That means, again, I can't see that happening that often, but if a woman forces a guy to eat her pussy, it's still a form of rape.
Yeah.
It's not the same as the dick going in, but yeah, I mean, for us, it's like, you can't make me.
God, we've all gone hogging, so it's like,
it's
tough to say that's
I
rapey.
Can't. Yeah, I mean, it's impossible. Yeah, some of the women that I've hooked up with.
That's a bad statement. I will acknowege and go on record.
No, it's true. It's hard to picture.
It's hard to picture that a woman could actually rape a healthy male.
I've never been in that position.
Legal-aged male.
Because our brain chemistry is different. We're designed to say, of course we'll have sex with you. Women, have to make the choice, of course. But men, I think if any woman came in here right now and was like, I'll have sex with all of you, we would do it. A woman wouldn't do it.
I don't know if I would or not.
Yeah, relax, Chris.
Oh, we're sorry.
Exactly. I'm not saying that.
Maybe your life's going fucking south. But
I'm a married man.
I'm pretty happy with my life right now,
Yeah,
sir.
I'm happy too.
I'm not happy with my life. I just don't know what she looks like. That's all the issue here is I don't know how big's her clit. I mean, what's some details?
Some of the ugly ones were fun, though.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ugly, yes, but big girls, no.
They tried a little harder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, this is hard.
I like the big woman like that. Yeah.
This is just terrible talk.
No, it's fine. Keep going.
Let's see. Pollution Lake is polluting both sides of Florida. What is that about? Let's say hi to Bentley in Florida.
Ooh.
Good name.
I like the name. Are you a stripper?
Yes, or were you on the Jeffersons?
Yes.
Ah. Bentley. Neither.
Hello, Mr. J.
Yeah, Lake Okeechobee, the farm systems and all that, the runoff is going out to the Indian River and the Caloosahatchee River, which is running down and polluting all the estuaries, not to get all scientific, but all the estuaries and all that stuff that run out. So if you look on the images, the water that's coming out of the lake is brown, and it's just polluting all of South Florida.
Wow. That's not good.
No, people are kind of freaking out about it.
That's why I think humans are really just stupid, because we decided to dump our shit into our water.
It's dumb.
That is the dumbest thing ever.
It is stupid.
I heard that a new thing they're trying to do is they want to release our garbage and shit into space. That's going to be the new frontier, as they call it.
Yeah, great.
Well, I don't know if that'll be bad, because it can't come back through the atmosphere or burn up most of it.
Yeah, I guess. You never know, though.
Yes, you're right.
You never know.
Where does all the garbage go? I was thinking about this the other day. My building alone, the amount of garbage they pull out of it on a weekly basis, I'm like, where the fuck is all this going?
Hopefully in the ocean.
Yeah.
That's where it belongs.
It's unbelievable. The amount of garbage that they take out of New York City on a weekly basis.
Well, I think
I know they press it down, right? And they try to burn it, but where the fuck does it all go?
So the Staten Island dump back in the was just a fucking huge open dump, like you would drive to Jersey and you would just see it, because I've always been a nice park to me now, but
Fresh Kills landfill.
Holy shit! So that's where all the garbage would go, to Staten Island.
On Long Island, we try to save a few. Are you done, Bentley?
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Boy, did they get
Thanks
fucked.
for listening, Bentley.
Staten Island got so fucked with that.
Right. Well, back in the day, we tried to save a few bucks, so... But someone called me out on this, but I'm telling you, we didn't have garbage pickup. And I thought it was because my mom wanted to save a few bucks.
Uh-huh.
I think you had to pay for your garbage.
On Long Island?
Yeah. Because why wouldn't we have fucking garbage pickup? So we would pile all our shit into a car once a week and go to the dump in somewhere out there in, I want to say, the Comac area or whatever. And... and we would bring our own garbage to the dump, and the smell. I remember the smell. It's a smell you cannot deal with.
Ugh.
You just could not fucking deal with.
So you put your garbage in your car? Isn't that
Yeah.
fun? Oh.
We also used to burn our garbage in a wood burning stove. That couldn't have been healthy with all the plastic and shit we were burning on a daily basis.
We used to do that as kids too.
In the house, though?
No, there was.
Oh yeah, ours was in the house.
Yeah.
And then I remember going to the dump and trying to deal with the smell. And then my dad, he was always trying to find fun for us. I think he was just trying to keep us away from my mom.
Yeah.
So then we got to play in the dump and search and try to find shit. And I just remember the smell, though. It was so fucking brutal. A smell that doesn't go away.
No, the dump's an unpleasant smell.
But as like but as a 10-year-old, a 10-year-old, it was kind of cool.
It was fun.
We'd climb some of these piles with all the metal and stuff. We were going to get hurt at any second.
And then they said the mafia used to dump all their bodies over there too, in the Staten Island dump. That was the go-to.
I'm sure.
In fact, there's always birds fucking eating everything. Birds know where to go for a snack, so there's always something to nibble on you.
And the smell.
Yeah, you never notice it.
The
You're right.
smell just blends in with everything else.
Well, I think they got a high rate of cancer, Staten Island, right? I think it's them in Marin County, San Francisco. They have like the 2 highest rates of breast cancer just from all the excess garbage in the air.
Is there a dump in Marin?
No, from Marin, I don't know what the reason is, but it's something I don't think that scientists know, or maybe they do know, but I know Marin County has the highest rate of breast cancer.
Yeah.
All right.
I got to take this call because, I mean, the guy's right. I mean, it was a stupid statement on my part. I understand that, Tony. Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey.
Hi, Tony.
Hey, some of the things that are an issue with male rape, a lot of times the attitude that men can't get raped makes it very difficult for them to chime in. Just because they got aroused doesn't mean that they wanted the sex. It's a physiological response. You know, a lot of times we have trouble getting it up.
It's true.
Well, present company excluded. But if a woman's working hard enough,
but
if a woman's working hard enough, she can get it to go, even if you're handcuffed to a bed or have a gun to your head.
He's not saying, no one is saying that it can't happen. It's just, it's harder to wrap your head around as a guy. It's like, I can't imagine that scenario where my dick would function in that if I didn't want it. That's all.
Right, but then you also have situations like blackmail. You know, this chicken.
Well, you know, don't blame them. Other people are doing it.
I don't want to be raped by a black male.
If she's at this prison with these guys, All she has to do is say, look, you're either going to sleep with me or I'm going to tell them that you tried to rape me and you're going in a hole for a week.
Yeah, but I get all that. But as a guy, I think you still enjoy the sex. I mean, I know that's really shitty to say, but...
But that's the thing, is rape can cause that. You know, that's like saying it can't be rape if a woman has an orgasm. It's a physical response. You can't not do it.
I can't make a girl come in a fucking consensual encounter. Who makes a woman come while raping her? Yeah. Jesus, you shouldn't put a lot of work.
It's used a lot of times in defense for the rapist that he felt that she had pleasure because of it. And it's really the intensity of the situation, the amount of pressure that's involved. There are a lot of physical issues that happen, and they can't stop it. It's like a woman sitting on a Symbian. It's just too much stimulation.
I fully understand a girl, that can have an orgasm while she's being raped, and she was still raped. I have no doubt about that.
No.
That's just
all right,
brutal.
Figure that chime in.
All right,
have a good morning.
Thank you, buddy.
Good numbers.
Let me say hi to Pat in Illinois. Pat.
Hey, Jimmy, I'm coming to see you tonight.
Oh, great, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, Opie, go fuck yourself, you faggot. Shit radio host.
I'm still here, brother, and you're still listening.
Why such language?
Thank you, Paulie.
What's wrong with him?
It's very harsh
Why'd you have
language.
to say the F word?
Exactly. 2 F words.
2 F words. There you go. Michael Moore got taken for some money in investments. So, yeah, he definitely has investments on Wall Street.
Maybe that's why he's annoyed at Wall Street. Maybe he took a beating.
Dude, you're up to $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a good start.
Yeah.
That's good, dude. You're going to get there.
I want them to put a graphic up that tells people you can watch the pilot. Because it opens up with, it's like the opening of the pilot. It's like 5 seconds, and then it's me explaining what it is. But they're putting a graphic up that says the entire pilot here, just so people know that they can scroll down and watch it. So you can go there and see it. Whether you donate or not, it's up to you.
All right. And we put a link on our Twitter and our Facebook, right?
Yep.
All right. I think we got to start taking a break because I got a live read for the Valentine's Day.
Yeah, me and Kenny, I'm leaving for Chicago. We took an earlier flight because we were talking there might have been snow.
Would you like a T-shirt for the ride?
No, could you save it when I get back? It'll motivate me to live through any bad weather. Chicago tonight, Michigan tomorrow, and then Milwaukee on Saturday night. So if you want to come for a really romantic show, I do a lot of Valentine's Day jokes. It's really fun for people.
I've never been to Milwaukee. Is that a good city?
I've never been there either. Turner Hall.
You can do a little, well, I guess you can't see it
Do some
anymore.
pretzel jokes.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, yeah.
You got to at least go see where that. I think
it's gone. The house is gone.
Yeah, they knocked it down, but at least you could go to the
comedy club now.
You could go to the spot.
Yeah, so if you want to support Chip, go to my Twitter, my Facebook. The Chip campaign is up there. You can watch the pilot for free if you want to.
Nice.
It's a 6-minute pilot. And, hope you guys enjoy it.
Is that the Vic Theater? Is that the one with that famous Chicago sign?
I don't know.
On the sign? Oh, okay. Because that's iconic.
Yeah, there's.
I think that might be it.
It's a big day for Jim Norton. He's starting his theater tour. Obviously, Chicago tonight, but there's a million dates. Go to JimNorton.com to see when he's coming close to you.
Yeah,
big. Jim.
And I'll see you guys. We're off Monday, right, because of the holiday.
Yeah, they got a freaking President's Day or something. So.
Oh, cool. Good. Nice day off. Valentine's Day. I'm going to take my girl out.
You got a girl?
No. I just wanted to see what it felt like to say that.
And Chris D, what do you got?
Well, I got those T-shirts on ChrisDComedy.com.
That's just like a theater tour.
Yeah, just same thing. Jim's got his Vic Theater, and I got my T-shirts.
With the wrong flag on them.
And then February 18th to the 20th, I'll be at Madison, Wisconsin, Comedy Club on State.
Okay.
And then at the end of the month, February 25 to 27, I'll be at Mohegan Sun.
Ooh, very
in
nice.
Connecticut. All right.
All right, we're going to sell some stuff for Valentine's Day. We'll be back soon. Stay there. Jim has left the building. Heading to the airport.
The padding on my headphone fell off.
Uh-oh, you
What am I
right?
supposed to do? Paul, help. Don't just stand there.
You want those headphones from
Those
our
Jimmy?
sponsor that we never mention?
Oh, you want me? I'm joking.
Why don't we ever mention that sponsor?
We should, yeah.
Huh?
Stu.
Those headphones are very, very nice.
I know.
Great headphones.
Nobody's ever
Solid
told us about this,
do you
about
mean?
what to do with these headphones.
Well, I guess we can mention them every once in a while. What's the name?
Master
Ooh,
Dynamic.
are these the ones I have right now? These are a
Master
nice
Dynamic.
feel.
Yeah, they're great.
I feel good.
Yeah, we give those out. Have you gotten any yet?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I haven't gotten anything. I haven't gotten anything. Haven't gotten a thing yet.
That means you're like a C-lister, because I think we're even giving them to B-listers at this point.
Wow, that's not good.
Why hasn't he gotten any?
I don't know.
And why do I find that hilarious?
I don't know.
take Ubers here at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Give him a gift bag, will
you?
You
Get something.
I'll run it past the people and find out if we're
Don't
allowed.
run it past anybody. I'm saying, I think that my name's around here somewhere that he should get a gift bag.
I got nothing. I haven't got anything.
We're doing the show for free for years.
I've got nothing.
Okay, I'm on it.
It's the first time I got breakfast.
I just assumed they gave them to you by now.
I didn't get anything.
You should have breakfast too.
Huh?
Yeah, you should have breakfast.
You should have breakfast too.
There was a whole conversation last night about if we should send a car for him or not.
Yeah, at the last minute. And then then it stops here, and the guy goes credit card. I was like, oh, I got to pay for it. But then I saw Roland trucking out. He was like, I'll pay for it.
Roland took care of it.
Roland's the man. He took care of it.
All right, we'll figure some things out.
Yeah,
I love headphones.
We'll start with headphones, but I think I can figure out some other things for you. I think we could get you breakfast, and I think maybe we'll pay for the Uber. How about every other time we'll pay for the Uber?
All right, that works.
We're negotiating.
No. Because he was here at 7, we sent the Uber. If he comes in later, well, I'm not paying for a car for him. He'll figure his own way out.
So I got to take an Uber home.
No, you can come in. We'll pay for you to come in. You're on your own after
You're on your way. You're on your own to find your way home.
Not our problem.
Yeah.
No round trip.
Nope.
All right. So where were we? Oh, I was telling a story during the live reads, and Justin shut me up. I don't know why.
Because you had to do the live read.
Yeah, but it's still material. Who cares when it happens?
It's not material.
I just felt bad because we had a great time with Ryan Reynolds, and he's the star of Deadpool.
Yes.
He's been trying to make this movie for 10, 11 years, and now it's out, and it's a great, great movie.
Yeah.
And our old pal T.J. Miller's in it,
who
used to do the show a lot until he moved to Hollywood and became a huge star. And it was good to see him yesterday. And then I was wrapping up the interview, and I was trying to tell him that he was saying that he's going to go and see the movie again this weekend because he wants to see it in the theater with all the reactions.
Oh, cool!
Because there's a lot of comedy in it, so the whole audience will be laughing at times, and then the action. You just want to feel that energy. And I said, yeah, I'm going to do that again because I saw it with E-Rock and Roland fell asleep. And I guess the star of a huge movie that's coming out Friday doesn't ever want to hear that someone fell asleep while they're watching the movie.
Well,
so what did he say? Mean it in a bad way.
I think your first problem was you said there were only 3 people in the room when we saw it, and one of them fell asleep.
Yeah, but I was trying to explain that too. I think I was rushed. I think I should have just shut my mouth and ended the interview. And I had to add that
were
little
you a little
personal
flustered?
touch.
He's handsome. I would have been flustered.
No, Bob Kelly was flustered.
Oh my God, Bobby would
have blew him.
Yeah, he would.
Bobby would have blew him.
Oh yeah. Bobby always points out a hottie or two.
Yeah, Bobby. No joke.
That guy's a babe, dude.
I'm breaking down the fourth wall. Bobby would have blown him.
I know.
Yeah, he was out of his mind that Ryan Reynolds was in here yesterday.
He really was.
Yes,
I swear.
No, I believe it.
But
look at that guy. Wow.
But it was a really good interview, and then I had to add that dumb thing at the end, and he was being rushed out, so I couldn't explain it properly. So he's leaving thinking that someone fell asleep, watching his movie Deadpool. But it was Roland, who has horrible sleep apnea. I was able to say that before he left.
I mean, Roland fell asleep during Star Wars, right? Like he fell asleep during anything.
Roland's asleep
Star
now.
Wars?
He says he didn't fall asleep.
Yeah.
He said he didn't fall asleep during Star Wars. I've been to many movie theaters with Roland. He sleeps every single time. And he did see Deadpool before. He brought me to the Fox screening
and he did
room
not fall asleep during that first screening.
No, that's sort of what I was trying to say. Yeah. But then he's being rushed out, and he's just thinking that someone fell asleep watching Deadpool.
Instead of the headphones, could I get invited to a screening? I would do.
Oh, my God. You know what? This is like an off-air conversation. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if we can bring him to a screening.
Why?
What are you talking
about?
I mean,
really?
I'm in the game.
I think we just have to see how future, appearances go.
What are you talking about? I got TV credits.
He does have TV credits.
He does.
Take the headphones. Take those headphones.
All right, these are good.
Take those with you if they don't give you
these
pair
are good.
Today in a box.
Everyone sounds Puerto Rican. I feel everyone's saying, "Oh, Ryan Reynolds, I see a papi."
That's their tagline.
That's the tagline. Yeah, these are papi headphones.
It sounds a little weird.
No, it sounds
a little
good.
bassy.
It sounds. I'll tell you what. The other ones, because I was just comfortable with them, so this is a different. It's a little crisper. I kind of feel not an echo, but I feel like this is really like streamlining into the proper channels in my eardrums. Where the other ones was kind of a little all over the place.
Yeah, he's not coming to the screen.
Yeah, this is why we're not bringing him to the screen.
Yeah, I don't think you gave the sponsor a good plug there.
Right. See what I'm saying?
No, I like the headphones.
Then again, I'm not using them yet. Because radio guys, you find headphones and you don't want anyone to fucking touch them, and you want to use them until they just rot on your ears, and fall apart.
So you've had those headphones?
These probably
10 years?
I don't know. Yeah, these for a long time.
Wow,
a long time. That's just how radio guys are.
So if I came in and switched them out, you would absolutely
I'd be
know.
bummed.
You would know.
Yeah. Oh, in a second.
Right.
In a second, I would know. So
wow.
How was Aruba?
Listen, Aruba was good. They got, there's this guy, Ray Allen. He's a comic from New York, Comedy Cellar guy, great guy. But in Aruba, he's not Ray Allen. He's now Aruba Ray.
Aruba Ray.
Oh, he's Aruba Ray. So he got T-shirts that I got a nice. His T-shirts fucking sell off the charts in Aruba.
Why did the Aruba Ray shirts sell so well?
Because in Aruba, he's like the white comedy guy from America, so he's a celebrity in Aruba, and so people love his T-shirts when you drive to the island. Like Aruba Ray, Aruba Ray. He's got it made down there, man. Great gig. He goes down there 3 months, 4 months of the year, books shows, and it's great. You don't really.
I thought he was down there full time.
No. He comes back to New York. He lives in New York. But,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he brings down New York comics, and the gig is, it's not a lot of money. You don't make money, but he's like, look, I pay for your flight, hotel, basically a free vacation to Aruba.
Does he own a comedy club down there, or he just books it?
He books it, but there's like a permanent comedy room in the Marriott Hotel.
Right.
But it was great. It's so relaxing to just, the ocean and stuff. I mean, people were worried about Zika, but that's it.
Are they close to the Zika area?
It's Caribbean. But there's signs everywhere. We don't have Zika. We don't have Zika.
Oh, then they don't have it.
Yeah,
there's
no
a sign.
Zika.
Yeah, how do they know that there's not one mosquito flying around that has the Zika?
Because I think they're so scared of losing their tourism that they
they lie and put up a sign.
Lie. And there's wild donkeys, like how we have deer.
Yeah.
They have donkeys. So donkeys walk up to your car. And,
kick it?
Kick it. Yeah, they're fucking crazy donkeys.
Let me see the donkeys.
Yeah, if you go on Aruba Ray's Facebook page, Ray Allen's Facebook page, the donkeys came right up to the window.
Really?
Right up.
Well, when I go to the Outer Banks in North Carolina, they have the wild horses.
Is that crazy?
It's awesome. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
If you go on the 4x4 beach, they just wander around while you're just, doing your thing.
I got to go to the Outer Banks.
Outer Banks is great. You got to you rent a house with a whole bunch of people. It's the best thing. It's great.
There's no hotels.
Yeah, it's all that. But I mean, if you're going to the Outer Banks, I highly recommend you rent a house on the 4x4.
Okay.
A whole bunch of people. These houses, they try to outdo each other, and they're just awesome.
They're awesome. How do you get there? You got to fly to like Charlotte or something?
I drive.
You drive from New York?
You have to drive all the way around.
So what is that, a 7-8 hour drive from New York City?
From here, it's at least, we haven't done it in a few years now. Probably 8 to 10 hours.
God damn.
I'm thinking, if I remember correctly.
That's tough.
It's a nice ride, though.
Nice ride.
And then you're down there, and you go to your house on the 4x4 beach, and you barely hit town. Now you're just chilling, and you really feel like you're away from everybody.
Yeah. I'll try it out. I mean, but I would definitely suggest Aruba. Don't eat the meat. I was eating the fish. I wouldn't eat the meat because there's so many wild dogs there that they couldn't convince me that it was cow meat. They just couldn't convince. I'm like, you got too many wild dogs.
It was suspicious?
It was so I mean, literally, dude, you saw dogs like every street stoplight you stop, 3-4 wild dogs come up to the car.
Yeah.
I was like, they got to be killing them for free and putting that meat in the, pepperoni.
But if it tastes good, it tastes good.
I guess.
I mean, what dog would taste the best, you think?
What dog would taste the best? I would say if I wanted to eat dog, I would go with a Saint Bernard.
A Saint Bernard?
Yeah.
He's got an answer.
I would eat a Saint Bernard.
That was scary. That kind of made sense.
How did you come up with that decision?
I don't know. I was trying to, big dog, a lot of meat, friendly, so probably, doesn't have too much animosity stuck in its meat. I think sometimes if you eat a vicious animal, you could get vicious. So I think it's good karma in the meat, good spirit.
See, we grew up with collies, so I know I would never be able to eat a collie. That's too close to home.
You couldn't do it?
No, but I never had a St. Bernard, so maybe...
You know what? I fell in love with St. Bernards after I saw the movies Beethoven and Beethoven 2.
Right.
Yeah, those are one of my childhood classics, so I've always been a St. Bernard guy.
So then you're not eating St. Bernard?
You don't think?
No. But you really think the meat was a bit suspicious?
I thought so. I mean, that's just me. They would deny it, of course, but yeah, I mean, look at this. Yeah, look at these skinny dogs. You can't tell me they don't shoot them and be like, fuck it.
I would, I bet you if you get a little too local down there, then it's suspicious.
Well, Ray took us to a very local fish spot where literally the fishermen drive up to the restaurant, which is on the water. They show you the fish that's still flapping around. They say, you want this one? And then they say, yeah. And then they kill it and fry it right in front of you.
That's nice.
And it just, the smell of death. And I like fish, but actually seeing a fish bleed out and its life come from its eyes and then it's on your plate 10 minutes later was a little crazy.
You don't want to know that shit.
No, it was a little nuts.
They said if they put the head on, the meat and fish we eat, most people would turn into vegetarians immediately.
Yeah, it's gross.
Because you know all that's happening, but you don't want to see it.
You don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. Now,
I had bad meat once.
From where?
I was living in Northport, Long Island. There was a Chinese restaurant there that I only went, I think, once, maybe twice.
Right.
I went there and I ate some kind of chicken dish. I had the first bite and I knew I wasn't eating chicken. There was no doubt in my fucking mind.
It was too chewy, like?
It was just gamey.
Ugh.
I can't. I don't know what it was because I don't. But
if you had to guess, would you say cat?
Immediately, I was thinking cat or pigeon. Immediately.
Did you finish the meal?
No. Hell fucking no. And then this place closed down, so obviously they were having some problems.
There's some stuff in there.
So maybe they were having some problems and then cut corners. But I have no doubt in my mind it was not chicken in this chicken dish.
One time my dad, when he came over to visit, I was 10, 11 years old, he came over to visit me, and he was cutting up this pepperoni, and then he realized that it was actually my dog's toy. So he was eating my dog's toy. I swear to God, I come out because I knew I had this Dalmatian. I swear to God, I had this Dalmatian named Cruella. Yeah. That's what we had. My mom named it, and then it died. It ate a whole thing of Tide laundry detergent and died in my basement. Jesus. But before that, I remember I was playing video games in my room. My dad came over. It was his day to visit me. It was Wednesday, and then I come out and my dad's cutting the pepperoni. He goes, "Hey, you want some pepperoni?" I was like, "That's Cruella's toy," and he was like, "Oh shit!" And then I remember him taking a beat, but still chewing it. He didn't spit it; he just swallowed it.
No, I want to believe you.
Oh, I swear to God, he ate Cruella's toy.
What
was
the
wasn't
toy?
like
It was a dog's chewing bone that was like a pepperoni, like a long.
Oh, it's one of those chew toys.
It was a chew toy.
Rubber.
All right.
No. It was a chew toy.
I'm not 100% with you.
No, it wasn't
but now,
a pizza.
Now I believe you a little bit more.
Yeah, that's it.
That it was a chew toy.
And my dad cut it and ate it, and he was eating it because he didn't know. Because my mother would just leave it out, and they were divorced, so it's not like he said, "Oh, Tony, don't eat that." And my dad was just visiting me, and he was like, "Oh, here's some pepperoni. I'll eat this."
Didn't he notice it was all chewed up though from the dog?
Probably not. He was, he's probably teary-eyed because he's in the house of the woman that he once loved.
You could adopt a donkey in Aruba.
You can do anything there.
Then how does that work? You just bring one of these things
everywhere.
home?
It's crazy.
What?
You sponsor it.
That dumb sponsoring crap.
Yeah, you'd be like, "Oh, that one's mine." You'll just know that you're taking care of a donkey.
And how do you keep track of them when you go back to your
I adopted
home?
a monkey when I was in Florida in December. We went to the monkey village.
All right, where's your monkey now?
It's still there.
Monkey village.
There's a monkey village. There's cages. The people are in the cages, and the monkeys roam free. And they lower these little chains that have a dish on it, and you put food in it, and then they pull it back up, and they eat the food, and they lower it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we adopted one.
But you adopted a monkey, and what does that mean?
That means that they put your name on like a little board on the wall,
right?
And they're like the Eric Stengel family now owns Bonzo or whatever the name is.
But is that one monkey, can you go, if something happens to that monkey, are they going to tell you?
I would hope so. I really would hope so.
So there's 1,000 families that are all have the same monkey.
Right. Are they double booking?
So you think it's a scam? You think the monkey village is running a scam?
Of course it's a scam.
It's bullshit.
I'm sorry you're so bitter.
Do you get updates?
It just happened. I'll tell you, though, they misspelled my name, and so they put it on the wall wrong.
So you don't really own the monkey?
No.
Eric Strangel does.
That's what they wrote.
Did they really?
Strangel. Is that the mispronunciation
it's
usually?
Strangle.
God, do we want to strangle?
The monkey jungle.
I want to strangle you. Corey in Rockland. Go ahead, Corey.
Hey, guys. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning. Hanging with Chris Distefano today.
Yeah.
The reason... I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, the reason there's dogs all over Aruba is because they don't treat them as pets. They consider them filthy animals. So they're not allowed in the house.
So you don't think that there's potential that some type of native Aruban at night goes and kills them and delivers them to the local resorts for the meat?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, if they don't look at them as pets, then definitely somebody's doing some shit with the dogs.
because somebody told me when I was down there, one of the other reasons why they don't want the dogs in the house, it had something to do back in the day with the queen, and she had the pet, and they felt, it was an insult to the people sitting out on the streets.
Oh, fuck the queen.
Yeah, fuck her.
We don't have to deal with that queen shit here in America.
All over the place.
No.
Yeah. Fuck the queen. All right, thank you.
All right. Got it, guys.
Here's the monkey jungle.
Yeah. And you have to wear a hat because otherwise they'll crap all over your head. Because they're above you waiting for food.
What, you go in the cages with them, you said?
No, you there's like wire fences that are
around you. Why would you allow
you.
a monkey to shit on your head? You can't.
Well, they throw
They're
their
animals.
They throw their shit.
You can't see that coming, though?
My Aunt Eileen claims that she met her husband, my Uncle Victor, because they were at the zoo and a monkey threw shit in my uncle's face.
Yeah.
And then my Aunt Eileen came over and gave him a wet wipe. And then they fucking got married and had my cousin Elena.
God, you guys are fucking simpletons. It's crazy to tell you. Are you sweating through a sweatshirt? How is that possible?
Dude, I drink so much coffee and my pit stains are unbelievable.
Will you take a picture of that?
Doing it right now.
Dude, I've been looking at that for the last half hour, and I thought it was a shadow.
No, it's...
And then I'm like, wait, is he sweating through a sweatshirt?
Through my sweatshirt.
Oh, he's leaking.
Dude, it's bad. I sweat through everything.
Are you sick?
No, here's what they told me. One doctor said, I can give you Botox and close up your sweat glands. And then another doctor said, don't do that because you're a natural sweater.
Yeah.
So he said, your body is getting rid of all the toxins that way. If you lock it up, he said, your body will get filled with toxins. It's just something, it's just my cross to bear. It's my cross to bear. I got leaky pits.
Well, what are you drinking or eating that you got to sweat so much?
Probably the coffee. Too much coffee, I would think.
Do you have a shirt under there, too?
No, I think I just got a beater on. I got a white beater.
Oh, okay. That makes a little more sense.
No, but it'll sweat through. It'll sweat through with a t-shirt and a sweatshirt.
Wow, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, dude.
We're going to tweet that out. They're huge pit stains.
Anytime I do TV, they got to put the tampons in my armpits. Like they make this little thing because they're like, you sweat through. I can't tell you how many times I have to go cut. And then they're like, Distefano, can somebody blow drying my arm? You know, embarrassing blow drying benders. They would blow dry my armpits to get the next scene. But I'm like, now leave it. Now I'm not embarrassed about it.
They should have gave Benders another season. I know you don't want to bring it up.
No, but
that show was good.
Apparently, it's doing well in Canada. What are you going to do? I mean, it's just they didn't want to do it.
Well, is that if it's doing well? Is there a chance of them reconsidering, or is it just done?
I was told that if it does well in Canada and does well on Netflix, anything's possible. Because if it's making money, then they have no problem bringing it back. Like show Todd Margaret, which came back on IFC.
Yeah, right.
That was gone for 3 years, but did very well on Netflix, so they brought it back.
All right, you never know.
We'll never know.
Jeb Bush's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Jeb.
63 years old.
Wow. Is he still in, or is he out?
He's in. We lost Chris Christie dropped and
Carly Fiorina.
Carly Fiorini or Fiorina.
Yeah, I never liked her. She looks like Lord Farquhar from Shrek. If you pull up an image of that. She's got that same face. She has Lord Farquhar face.
I didn't like her at all.
I didn't like her.
She
looked demonic.
She was trying to tell people that she's a nice lady in the end and stuff. But no one bought it.
Right? Am I right with Lord Farquhar?
Yeah, very good. She was very intense.
Yeah.
But she's out. Christie's out.
Christie needed to go out.
Carson's still in.
Carson's in. He should go.
Yeah, I think he enjoys the attention, though.
You think Kasich is,
I like Kasich.
Did enough? Yeah.
But I think he ran out of money. I think it's too late for Kasich.
We should start a GoFundMe.
No
like
kidding.
Jimmy.
I mean, maybe he'll get some people giving him money now, but he ran out of money.
That's rough.
He gets a nice little bump in New Hampshire. They did a huge piece on him on CNN yesterday, and they're pretty much saying, though, he has no money to fight it out in South Carolina.
Well, somebody, what state is he representing? Ohio, I think?
Yeah.
Somebody, LeBron should give him some money.
I kind of like the guy.
Yeah, he's not
coming
bad.
out of nowhere, but I think it's too late.
I liked Rubio until the last debate when it's just programmed.
You saw that?
Yeah, it was just programmed robot shit.
And Christie calling him out on that was beautiful.
Funny. That was a real New Jersey dickhead thing to do. It was like, yeah, why don't you say it again, fucker?
Right. No, I loved when he said, there he goes. And and then Rubio just had to keep going with it.
Oh, he was brutal. Rubio's brutal.
Then Christie doesn't do better than him in New Hampshire after that.
No.
And Christie put all his money into New Hampshire. That's why he's out. He
went hard.
Yeah, he went all in.
He's got to go.
He's done. So, who's going to win South Carolina? Where are we at with that? Cruz and Trump are going to fight it out? A lot of religious people in South Carolina, and they said that's going to definitely hurt Trump. But then he had one of those rallies yesterday, and man, they came
crushed.
They came out in droves again for the guy.
They love him.
So
what? Oh, this was funny.
What
David Aldridge, when Greg Popovich, the coach from the Spurs, doesn't want to answer really any questions he always gives bullshit answers to be funny, and then Aldridge's like, you want to know the results of the New Hampshire primary, and then Popovich just walks away.
Let me see this.
Pop, your impressions of the first quarter?
We're behind and they're ahead.
He is seriously the best.
He's the best.
Never get tired of it. And the fact that he wins all the time, I feel like he's allowed to do this.
He's great.
Because these interviews are always bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
They're all just nonsense fluffer interviews anyway.
Yeah.
Your impressions of the first quarter?
We're behind and they're ahead.
Why is that?
They scored more than we did, and we were pretty crappy on defense. It's been fun.
Do you want election results?
Who is it? What is it?
Sanders and Trump.
Shakes his head and walks away.
Walks away.
Yeah, because they're forced to do those interviews, right?
Yeah, and he kind of says what everybody wants to say. Like, just don't ask me dumb questions.
It's so much better to get answers like that than generic answers.
Of course. Yes, Justin.
I have good news.
What?
I have been told, I received an email from Don, and we are allowed to give Chris headphones.
Nice.
It's a big day.
Yeah.
It's a big day. Can't wait.
You're getting your headphones. They're really.
I'm going to put them on and walk down 6th Avenue and go, Franks and Beans.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a real honor. Thank you.
Well, we don't have any. Did you see that?
Don,
we don't have any?
No, Don said he has under his desk.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay.
So,
thanks.
right.
Get the jizz stain ones from Don.
That's good.
And how you doing with the T-shirts?
With the T-shirts? Not great.
Maybe we'll give some out today. Chris Distefano started this show today, showing us a really interesting T-shirt. He's got a bit about a penguin, I guess. Yeah. So he's got a shirt with a penguin in a tracksuit,
right?
Looking very mafia
penguin, right?
And it's supposed to be an Italian flag, but it's a
Hungarian flag. They reversed the colors.
They reversed the colors. So now you're feeling like these shirts are useless. I'm thinking that they're not useless.
Yeah.
Now they're a collector's item.
They're a collector's
now there's a little story behind it.
That's right. It's like the postage stamp where like the airplane is printed upside down.
Yeah.
And that's the one that's like $500,000.
Yeah.
These are the chase ones.
These are my $500,000.
Yeah.
And you've only sold a couple so far?
I've sold about 3.
I just bought one. I just ordered one.
Thank you, Stengel.
Are they a soft T-shirt?
They're soft. Listen,
go soft?
They're soft.
You got to spend the extra money and make sure they're soft.
I did. I spent the extra money and I made sure they were good fit. They're athletic fit.
Yeah.
And I think people will really enjoy them.
Well,
I'd love to give a few away.
I would like to think they would enjoy them, but not one phone call for the T-shirts.
Okay.
Nobody wants a T-shirt?
I haven't gotten a tweet. So a couple of people have said, give me a free T-shirt, pussy, and things like that. Nice.
But the pit stain photo is doing very well on Twitter.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
that's nice.
It's up on my Twitter, Opie Radio.
Okay, I'll retweet it.
There's Chris D. Comedy with his pit stains through a very thick sweatshirt, a very thick Knicks sweatshirt. Mm-hmm. What about the Knicks?
I like them. Kurt Rambis. I like it. I think Derek Fisher, ever since that whole Matt Barnes situation, I just feel like he lost control of his team, and Carmelo seemed like he didn't want him there, and Kurt Rambis is, When
are they going to realize Carmelo Anthony is the problem?
Yeah, I think he's done after this year.
He's a great player, but I mean, just be done with him.
Done with him. Build it around Porzingis.
Please, just be done with him.
Yeah. I'm hoping that the Knicks, at the end of this year, maybe, I think they will try. They're obviously going to try to get a big name coach. I really, there's a part of me that thinks no matter what, Phil Jackson's going to coach him. Phil Jackson's going to come down and say, I'll do this.
I'm hearing rumors he's going to go back to L.A.
Really?
That's what we were talking about yesterday before the show, right?
Yep.
There's rumors he might just say, fuck it, and go back to L.A.
Right.
I mean, Phil's like 70. I don't know if he could coach anymore.
You never know.
He doesn't have to hit the road.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's got to be rough for a guy like Phil Jackson.
He's got a hot young girlfriend, I think, right? Isn't she cute?
Jeannie Buss, isn't his girlfriend?
Is she not?
She's Jerry Buss's daughter.
You know who's hot? Yogi Berra's granddaughter. I did a show with her once, and she was fucking hot.
Jeannie Buss is hot.
Yogi Berra's granddaughter is gorgeous.
Can you put up Yogi Berra's granddaughter?
Is it Lindsay? Is that her name?
I don't know. But the phones are lit. Now they do want your T-shirt.
Oh, yeah? All right.
That's good news. But
let's do it.
I got to see...
Google Yogi Berra's Oh, there she is. I did something with Major League Baseball. Is that her? Yeah, she's on the MLB Network. She's cute.
She's all right, depending on the angle.
In person, she was hot. Real nice. Oh, wow. And they're saying Larry David's daughter's beautiful, too.
She is beautiful.
I've never seen her.
You haven't seen Larry David's daughter?
No.
She's ridiculously hot.
Oh, my God.
Yogi Berra's granddaughter, all right.
Yeah, I remember trying to really, I was single at the time, I was really trying to talk to her just for the story. Say, I hooked up with Yogi Berra's granddaughter. My dad would probably get a kick out of that.
And nothing.
And then nothing.
There's Larry David's daughter.
Wow, beautiful.
Yes.
Could you imagine that?
No.
I'm a big fan of Larry. Has he ever come in here?
Larry? No, we've never had Larry David.
That's the guy that's him and Jim Carrey are the two people who are on my bucket list to meet.
Really?
Why do you like Jim Carrey?
Yeah, why Jim Carrey?
I think Jim Carrey...
He's fascinating, by the way.
Fascinating guy, and I think...
A lot deeper than people realize.
It was amazing. And I think that it's something connected to childhood. I think that's when when I was 10 years old, really starting to explore comedies, when he had the bit Liar, The Mask, all that stuff, and I was like, oh, this is the guy. It's him.
But he's very spiritual.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's a great painter.
Yeah.
Have you seen his paintings?
I never have.
Some are amazing.
No.
He takes it very seriously. He's been painting forever.
When you watch him on A Living Color, it's like, oh, this guy was just oozing with talent.
Yeah.
He was like doing another show. Like everyone was doing one show, and then when he would come on, it just became a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Right. When he was doing the Andy Kaufman movie, what was it, Man on the Moon?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They shot at Late Show. They didn't use the old clip of Andy or old footage of Dave. They reshot everything on our set. And he was just walking around there all day, but you had to call him Andy. He was in character all day, walking on the streets, or just walking around the building in character. And it was like, is this like a pretentious actor thing? But he was so in that.
I don't buy that in character thing.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't either until I saw him.
I don't buy it.
It just seemed like that was his way of becoming this guy.
I just don't buy it.
Like I remember when Dustin Hoffman played Captain Hook in the Peter Pan movie. Yeah. He would like eat garlic so his breath stunk to the staff.
Oh, really?
Like, what the fuck?
All right, enough already.
Yeah. Like I don't need.
I don't know. I don't buy that you could like stay in character that many hours when you're not.
I think you go nuts.
He walked around dressed as Andy.
I'm sure
with the hair and the face, and he was just like he was hunched like the way Andy would walk, and that's just how he was all day, all night walking around.
But inside, Jim Carrey's thinking, "This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. I couldn't do it. Yeah,
this is ridiculous. I'm sure it's a real thing. I personally don't buy it.
I get losing weight or gaining weight to look more like the role that I can understand, but just being him 24/7.
Yeah. No. And you had to call him Andy?
Yeah, if you talked to him, he would only respond to Andy. If you were like, "Hey Jim, watch out, you're about to get hit by a cab," he wouldn't turn around.
We got a thing going on now. People want your shirts.
Now they want it?
But they want some of the pit stains.
So you want me to grease them up?
He has to wear them all now.
You might have to grease them up.
Game-used shirt.
Let me say hi to Ethan in Ohio. Ethan.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, yeah, now, are these T-shirts, do they come pre-worn? Or are you going to throw in some of those armpit tampons with them?
What I could do for you is the 5 that I have in, I can put every one on, let them soak a little bit, and then I'll send it to you, let them marinate, and then I could send it out to you.
Oh, man, that sounds great.
All
Absolutely.
Right. What size are you?
I'm a large.
Large? All right, I'll throw a large on right now.
Are you really going to do this?
Yeah, for him.
Do you really want it worn, Ethan?
No, extra stinky, please.
You want a Periscope?
I don't. Why would I want to Periscope him putting a shirt on?
I don't know.
All right.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
All right, hold on the line, Ethan.
Look how hunky he is in his black wife beater and the tattoos. Look at him.
Look at that. I got a big cross on my back like I'm a fucking...
Let's see. Look at that. Look at his tats.
I couldn't pull off the wife beater.
Dude, look at him.
Soaking.
And look at him in the shirt. He looks hot.
Jesus, you want to make out with him?
Yeah. Woo! People said that Justin looked like the penguin on the T-shirt. That was a funny tweet.
All right, Ethan, hold on.
I got him. I'm soaking him, Ethan.
He's actually wearing your shirt right now.
It's marinating.
That sounds great.
For what, 20 minutes?
I'll do 15, 20.
Do your pits smell, or you got the good deodorant on?
No, I'm using Degree deodorant, the blue one with the blue top. It's good.
Sure, that absolutely is a good one. All right, let's see. You want another one here? They all want your T-shirts. Let's say hi to John in Pennsylvania. John.
Hello?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, this is Alex in New Mexico.
What'd you say?
What?
You took the Alex call. You took the call below it.
Oh, I did? All right, that's fine. What's up, Alex in New Mexico?
How we doing this morning, guys?
Good.
Hey, I dig to have one of those T-shirts. I just threw about $100 into the Jimmy there, and I'm talent strapped for cash. Otherwise, the order.
Oh, he used his money for the Jim Norton animation thing. Yeah.
What's the right thing to do? Give him one for free?
Yeah,
or?
you got to give Alex.
All right, we'll give you one, Alex.
Because he spent $100 on Jim Norton.
Right.
He did the right thing there.
That's also, if you guys want to spend $100 or more on Jim Norton's site, I'll give you a free T-shirt.
That's nice. Jeez.
Awesome.
Yep. I'm just trying to get rid of him.
Nice. And we tweeted out the link to help Jimmy in his animation.
Yeah.
Do you want any of Chris's
show.
fluids on it or no?
Yeah.
Anything?
You want some cum on it? What do you want?
What do you want?
What do you?
Oh, yeah, the load shirt. Yeah, we'll take a load shirt.
A loaded shirt? Yeah, I'm eating a chocolate chip muffin. Would you like some smudged chocolate on it?
Yes.
All right, no problem.
What body fluids are we willing to give up today?
Snot. I got armpit sweat. What else can I get?
Saliva's good.
Saliva, pimple juice.
How about a little swamp ass?
Swamp ass. Yeah, if they'd like it. I mean, it's too cold though for swamp ass.
Is this?
Yeah.
It's never too cold for swamp ass.
True. I'm going to tweet that. It's never too cold for swamp ass.
No, it's not. Especially if you're a little older.
I'm going to name my comedy album that. It's never too cold for swamp ass.
I understand when it's really warm out there. It gets a much itchier, but trust me, it's never too cold for swamp ass. Can never wipe enough, huh? All right, hold on the line. We'll give you a shirt there, buddy.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right, where were we? So Jeb Bush is 63 today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a good clip of Jeb Bush that we didn't get to yesterday.
Oh, this was a good one.
Yes.
It's
yet another example of him not looking presidential.
All right, let's play this.
Social Security, maybe Medicare and others, they stop. But the benefits inside the Department of Veterans Affairs continue, which is, it's like it's like a nightmare after a nightmare. And it took them 9 months to fix it. This is a real story here in New Hampshire. I can promise you the best way to show respect outside of rebuilding our military to men and women uniform is to fix that mess as fast as I can. That's it. Thank you. You're kicking me out the door. You're kicking me out the door.
Oh, God.
Governor, thank you very much for joining us today. I believe your schedule has a hard stop. There are more than 1 million Rotarians around this globe, and we all share 4 tests that guide our daily interaction with each other, with our friends, with our coworkers.
So now he's sitting down?
Yeah, his schedule's not that tight.
Test. And before you run, I would invite all you to join us. I will gavel the meeting closed afterwards, ask Rotarians to stay on so we can conduct a little bit of
What we're looking
business.
at is Jeb Bush is like, I didn't have to go. Now he's just sitting down, and what is he? It's
brutal.
So he's at the Rotary Club, and then mid-thought they just say, okay, he has to go.
Oh, poor Jeb Bush.
That's like when you're doing so bad at stand-up that the comedy club actually asked the MC to come back on and take the mic from you. That's just what happened to him.
Oh, that's so bad.
But imagine if that happened to Trump or Hillary.
No.
They would not leave that stage.
No, they would know how to handle it.
Yeah.
No.
He just sort of wandered off and then
the guy's like, you're done, and he just says, he just goes with it. I just love that this guy, Jeb, he's been around. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He talks policy, and he can't get anything going. And then you just got Trump calling people stupid, and they're voting for him. And he goes up in the polls.
I mean,
that's got to be infuriating to Jeb.
Oh, is there a point where Jeb quits, or he's just he's got unlimited money though?
Yeah, but he's got a lot of money still. He's not willing to give this up to Trump.
No.
It's driving him nuts. Every day, I bet he's sitting there going, eventually people are going to, wake up to this whole thing and stop supporting Trump and support me.
Ugh.
He's got to be thinking that every day.
Every fucking day.
Every fucking day, yes. What's the rest of the clip? Him just sitting there?
It's him sitting there.
Putting sugar in his coffee or tea, whatever the hell?
Eventually he wanders off. I don't think... unless he pulled his pants down, there's no way he could have handled that worse.
Yeah.
He just sort of, okay.
And just all confused and shit.
Or like I saw last week, I don't know if you guys talked about it, when he said, please clap.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure you guys did.
That was so embarrassing.
It's bad.
Yeah, and then he got his mom to help him out.
Yeah. Barbara.
Would you ever get your mom to help you out?
Gee, no way. No, I can't. I mean,
no one else brought their mom.
No. Yeah,
on
you
the
can't bring your
campaign
mom.
trail.
You can't bring. I mean, well, his mom was a former first lady. I kind of get it.
But he needed the help in New Hampshire, so he dragged her up there.
It's just, I think he's got to stop. I really think, because right now it's Trump and Cruz. Well, maybe Kasich. Kasich or Kasich?
Kasich.
I don't think it is him. I think it's
he's coming on a little too late.
Okay, so it's Trump versus Cruz.
But Kasich was just like nowhere, and then
I know he just came out.
He's just moving now. But yeah, I heard yesterday on the TV that he's pretty much ran out of money. He has no money.
And is there any chance
the
Bernie...
fight is, as they say, the ground game.
The ground game.
In South Carolina. You have to have a good ground game.
Are they say who's going to win South Carolina for the Democrats? Is it Bernie or Hillary? Because he crushed her in New Hampshire.
Yeah, I don't know. Who's in the lead?
Who are they saying?
Is that South Carolina?
Yeah.
I want to say Bernie.
Are they feeling the burn in South Carolina?
I feel the burn.
Trump and Clinton.
That's what they're saying? Trump and Clinton leading polls as candidates head to...
Fuck,
okay.
I don't want to see Hillary.
Now, here, and I know I'm a dumb guy, but having these, like, little fake elections...
Did you want us to say, no, you're not there?
No, I'm being serious because what I'm saying might be so obviously stupid, but I don't get it. That these little fake elections we're doing, they're going to influence people. Like, if let's say the whole country would have voted for Chris Christie somehow, even though his poll numbers are down and everything's down.
Yeah.
Seeing how poorly he did in this, a few days ago, now the whole country, they're under the impression, oh, he's terrible, he lost this election. So I think these things are influencing people in a negative way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really mean anything.
Right.
The people that win these primaries, like, statistically do not go on to win the presidency. So,
well, certainly not Iowa.
Right. And with Republicans, I should say.
But now they're picking up their delegates, and now it's becoming a real thing.
I don't know.
Is CNN?
I don't know. That's how the process works.
I know, but I think these things influence people in the wrong way. It's like when they're announcing on election night, when they're announcing the projected winners, while the polls are you can still vote on the West Coast, and
that used to piss me off. But then when you really look into it, they really do know it's over already.
Yeah, I know, but it's like then people
already know by the projections and
right.
whatnot. That
and then people
there's not a chance anymore.
But I think people then start to think, well, then there's no point in voting, or there's no point in doing anything because of all these different steps.
I don't think they should do it, but they're not really affecting the outcome of the election at that point. They just know that the projections are pretty accurate.
Are they making a bigger deal? I feel like CNN and Fox, like, these primaries are a way bigger deal this year, this election, than they ever have been. Is that true, or is it always this big of a deal every 4 years?
Trump has made a big deal.
Okay, because I don't remember this at any other point in my life, though, where I'm, like, paying attention to what the primaries are.
I feel the same way.
Someone pointed out that I said, they said it on Twitter yesterday, that all I was hoping for in the beginning was that Trump would make it to the debates.
Right, you just say that.
That's how crazy this thing has become.
Right.
Yeah.
And after that guy reminded me of it, I'm like, hey, that's right, because the top 12 or whatever it was at the time would make the debates. And I'm like, God, I just hope he makes the debates, because that would be fun TV.
Right.
And he's gone way the fuck past that.
Well,
remember when all these news channels were just looking at it like, oh, Trump, this is so silly. We're enjoying it, but of course this will go away sooner than later.
Right.
And it has not gone away.
No.
Well, I think that off-script kind of way that he does his campaigning, not robotic, like the opposite of Rubio. I think people are like, oh, I'm believing him because he doesn't sound rehearsed. It sounds like because he's got so much TV experience.
I'm just proud of I'm proud of this country, because they want an outsider. They're just sick of the same old. That's why, like, the Daily News yesterday, they had Trump on the cover dressed as a clown and calling everyone that voted for him just zombies.
Right.
Stupid. What was the exact whatever? And I'm like, it's a bigger story. This country is fed up with Washington, so yeah, they're going with an outsider like Trump, and they're going with Bernie Sanders more and more now.
Right.
That's a big story right there. Those are two. I was going to say crazy, but they're two candidates we haven't seen in a really long time.
Yeah,
and people are eating it up. That's the story. Why are people eating it up so much?
Yeah, because like you said, they're just fed up with. I will miss Obama, though. I liked Obama. I thought it was, I don't know. He's calming to me. I didn't
enjoy the hate today.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say you like Obama.
Oh yeah, that's
right. You ruined this country. Don't you know that by now?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I feel like nothing has changed in my life.
Yeah, I feel like, you know what? Since he's been in office, I still haven't gotten headphones.
Right. So nothing's changed. I couldn't tell you what changed in my life with Obama in office.
Not a thing.
Years. And you say that, people get really bad.
Yeah, they do.
But I don't know what really has changed.
No, I mean, yeah, nothing.
Because and Obama admitted on Mark Maron's podcast, as a president these days, you just hope to move the needle just a little bit.
Right.
There was a time, and Obama was aware too, because everyone thought he was going to change the world and change this country drastically, and even Obama said it. Those days are so over that one man, one president could really drastically move the needle. You now hope as a president that you could just move it a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah, I feel like my life's gotten better.
With Obama?
Yeah.
In what way?
Yeah, let's take it. The last 8 years, what have I done? I've comedy career, education, child, moved out of my mother's house, health insurance. What else?
Look,
that's all because of Obama?
That's because of Obama.
Here,
while you just growing up. You're not 18 anymore.
While Obama was president, your TV show got canceled.
Yeah, and your shirts got screwed up.
Your shirts got screwed up.
That's a good point.
That's a great point.
That's a good point.
And you got the water poisoning in Aruba.
Yeah,
and I got the water poisoning. And the fucking kid treated me like shit who was on the show that day that almost hit him.
Right.
In the stomach. What was that kid's name?
Adam Pally.
Yeah,
Adam
treated
Pally.
me like shit.
So did any of that stuff happen when we had other presidents?
No.
And you were close to eating dog.
And, yeah.
See?
And you saw fish still alive.
That's true.
With the life just pouring out of them.
See, this is why they say this is why they say you have to open your eyes. You got to read newspapers. You got to see what's really going on. Your life sucks because of Obama.
Because of Obama.
Yep.
But I think it's turning around.
Well,
because he's on his way out.
Because he's on his way out. You have a chance now.
Yeah.
Let me go to Chuck.
All right.
Chuck might have something here. I gotta see this. Chuck, go ahead.
Hey guys, second time caller. Anyhow, I was going to say, you got to pick up a picture of Pasik's wife. He married up. If he can convince this woman to stay with him, then he can be our president. I'm all for Trump, but I saw this picture this morning. Her face is like maybe looks a little aged, but her body's like a 9.
Yeah. She looks good.
Family.
She looks all right.
She looks good. Yeah.
And another thing I can point about Kasich, he's got Lewis Black hands.
Oh, yeah, he moves them around a bit. Yes. I like this Kasich.
No, he's very easy to like, but that's all I got to say. Punching out, guys.
I like that he's
good points.
I like he's a bit even-tempered. He's not going in the gutter with the rest of the guys. He's trying not to, but he did say, look, if I have to fight back, I'll fight back, but that's not my thing. And I think he also got kicked off stage once at a Dead show or something. That's kind of cool. I think. You might have to look that up. Save me, because I think that happened.
Did that happen?
I think so.
I'm looking it up.
It happened, and I'm telling you.
Oh, Grateful Dead show.
There you go.
That time John Kasich got kicked off the stage at a Grateful Dead show. How cool is that? 1991?
Yep.
And he was...
find out what happened.
Yeah, please find out.
So funny.
Let me talk to a trucker. He wants one of your shirts.
Okay.
All these people want your shirts.
Yeah.
Go ahead, trucker.
What's up?
Hey, man.
Yeah, politics is dumb.
What?
It affects everybody.
Politics are dumb?
Oh.
Yes, they are.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't have too much passion either way on this stuff.
No.
I find it fascinating, though. I watch every night and then pick up a thing or two here and there. I love what Trump's has been doing, just gotten everyone's head.
Yeah.
That's been a lot of fun.
He's fun to watch.
Yeah. You want a shirt?
Hell yeah.
What size?
Fat guy size.
Fat double XL. I gave one to Roland.
How many X's you need?
2's fine.
You got a 2?
I got to take it back from Roland then and get Roland another one.
I'm working down.
Yeah, you got to give this guy Roland
I'll give
shirt.
this one and then I'll get Roland one the next time.
All right, you're gonna have.
All right, you're gonna have Roland shirt.
Yeah, he's taking it back from Roland just for you, sir. Stay on the line. We'll get an address for you.
Thanks.
All right, man.
I know what happened with John Kasich.
All right, good.
He was at a concert and got a pass from Dwight Yoakam to appear on stage.
Dwight Yoakam?
And then he thought, okay, I could use this pass to get on stage for the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
So he goes up with the pass and like, no, you can't go on stage. And he's like, he basically did the "Don't you know who I am" speech.
Right.
And they saw him as a threat and they had him removed.
And that's it.
Yeah.
All right. It's kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
Jeb Bush would have just shrugged and walked away.
He would have. He would have just gave that look and just walked.
Grateful Dead is Jerry Garcia.
Very good.
Not Cherry Garcia, Jerry Garcia.
Cherry Garcia is pretty good flavor.
It's good a flavor.
Can you
That's
name
a wonderful
3
flavor.
Grateful Dead songs?
Come on. You could do this. You could do this.
Grateful Dead.
You could do
Born in
this.
the USA. It's Bruce Springsteen.
Oh my God.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Grateful Dead. Grateful Dead. Grateful Dead.
You could do this.
Let's see. ABBA is Sun. Black Hole Sun. That's Soundgarden.
Oh my God. You can't do this.
I swear to God. Wait. Grateful Dead. The Grateful Dead. Is it one that I know?
Many that you know.
I don't know because you've stated on this show you don't really know rock. Obviously,
I'm sure.
Come on. You can't. You don't have to like them, but you can't name 3 songs.
I don't think I can name one.
What?
A Grateful Dead song. Grateful Dead. Grateful Dead. Anything, Travis? Can you hold something up?
I gotta tell you, I can't name 3.
No, really? You can name 3, Travis.
I hate the Grateful Dead.
Yeah, but you can name 3 songs.
I can't name 3.
Touch of Grey.
That's one.
No, he could see what I'm searching. I was going to play something and see if he could name the song.
Travis, you can name 3 songs though.
If you told me 3 songs, I'd say, "Oh, that's Grateful Dead." Okay, I know that.
Truckin'?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Would I know Truckin'?
Yes.
All right.
You better know Truckin'.
You know what my bands were when I was growing up?
Ace of Base.
Ace of Base.
And
I like my favorite Ace of Base.
TLC?
I like TLC, but I really like Ace of Base, Whitney Houston, and Nas.
So it's a big day for you today.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston died 4 years ago today.
I remember it well.
You know the song?
You hit the post.
I honestly don't.
There's something else playing.
It's all right.
This isn't it? This isn't Truckin'?
No, this is, but
there's some babbling in the background, too. All right. You really don't know Truckin'.
I don't.
It's so
Look,
weird.
I feel like I got to get better at it, but I don't know the Grateful Dead. I don't even know. I don't even know if I can name a Who song. I just know Townshend.
Play this one. You'll know this one.
You know
don't look at it. Don't look.
Oh, don't look. Don't look.
Hey.
Okay, I got my eyes closed.
He's not going to know this.
Yes, sure he will.
Driving that train, high cocaine.
You don't know this song?
I swear I don't. I'm not trying to be fun. I really don't.
If he didn't know Truckin', he's not going to know Casey Jones.
I don't think I know it.
All right. Hey, very good question that comes in a lot. How is Bernie an outsider? Bernie Sanders, because he's a bit of a socialist.
Yeah.
You know how?
Huh?
Jew.
Right,
oh, yeah.
I hope it's Bloomberg versus Bernie. I hope Bloomberg joins.
And just usually don't do that well.
Jizz.
No, I mean, that's a very good question because he's been down in Washington forever, but, but but a lot of people definitely don't consider him a traditional candidate.
No, I mean, he says, what does he call himself?
But it is hard to call him an outsider if he's been in Washington for a really long time. So, point taken there, Eric.
Yeah.
In Colorado. Why don't we take a break? We got Chris Distefano. Your opener's coming in. We met him one time.
Oh, yeah, Mike Cannon. Great guy.
Yeah, Mike's coming in again today. That's great.
Mike.
He's outside the studio talking with Roland. Chris Distefano's got a bunch of things.
I got the T-shirts on ChrisDComedy.com. And this month we got February 18th to the 20th, Madison, Wisconsin, Comedy Club on State. And then February 25th to the 27th, Comics Comedy Club at Mohegan Sun.
And you also are Chris D Comedy on the Twitter.
Chris D Comedy on the Twitter and the Insta.
Let's see, he has the shirts and he has the Zika virus from Aruba.
Shirts and the Zika virus, yep. And CDTV is my Snapchat for the kids.
Well, let's check his head during the break to see if he's got the Zika.
You can measure. You want to measure?
Is it getting smaller?
Could be. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I did know a Grateful Dead song before I got Zika.
Eric is Whispering Podcast.
What?
How about you do it?
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Oh, I want to promote the YouTube channel. We're really aggressively putting videos up there every day now, 2 or 3 a day, trying to give you a little bit of a visual element. What do we got up there? We have a bunch of clips from Ryan Reynolds yesterday from Deadpool.
And T.J. Miller.
We got T.J. Miller up there? Huh? No?
Joe Montana
Bobby?
and Papa John.
What? Oh, yeah, we got the Joe Montana, Papa John rant, which was wonderful.
You have Sherrod and Kevin Brennan and Lenny Marcus.
Oh, we got Lenny Marcus fucking up the Jim Norton bit, which was hilarious. So you get to see the visual of that. What else? There's a few others. You got the Scott Stapp stories from a couple weeks ago. He's out of his fucking mind. Anyway, Creed, yes. Subscribe to the channel. It's Opie Radio on YouTube, and like I said, we're aggressively trying to update that every day now.
And the
with
podcast.
a lot of videos. And what's the podcast?
The Opie Radio podcast on iTunes. Subscribe, leave a review. This week it's Cuba Gooding Jr. and Judd Apatow featuring Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, and we got all three of those guys. We got videos of those guys on the YouTube channel, Opie Radio, as well.
So it's up online. Go and get it.
All right, we'll be back with Mike Cannon joining the show next with Chris Distefano. Finally back.
Uh-oh. This is... Boom, boom.
Hold on. I will give you $20 if you can name this group.
Queen?
Yeah, did I get it? No, I'm saying yes. I get my $20.
Shit, who is it?
You were so confident, too.
Queen.
Mike Cannon.
What's going on, man?
He doesn't know rock. It's so weird.
Who is it?
I don't know the group. I just know it's called Teenage Wasteland.
You don't know the group either?
I just know it's from The Girl Next Door, that movie with Alicia Cuthbert.
David
Everything
Bowie.
else goes blank.
But it's also not called Teenage Wasteland.
Is it not?
Oh.
God damn it.
I know the song. It's not Queen.
It's a line in the song, but it's not.
Oh, okay. Well,
David
I said
Bowie.
it super confidently.
Is it Green Day?
Yes.
No, it's not. Now you're just fucking around.
No. But it's not Queen. What was it?
It's The Who.
I should have fucking from this morning. I know Freddie Mercury's in Queen.
This isn't real.
There you go.
Is this real?
I swear to God.
How old are you?
31.
I think you're too old.
Dude, he's a full-blown gorilla.
But I think 31-year-olds should know The Who.
I know. I didn't grow up with it.
But it's around wherever you go.
I'll tell you, when I was a kid, I was trying to fit in to the like urban crew, so I was listening to Nas, Silk the Shocker, Master P.
The amount of times you just stopped yourself from saying black, that was hilarious.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. So I didn't listen, and my dad was listening to Frank Sinatra, Connie Francis, and my mom was listening to Celine Dion.
Look, I'm old. I shouldn't know hip hop, but I think a 31-year-old should know some rock.
Let me ask you this: Is it a bit ignorant on my part to not know this? Should I go back and do the research?
No, I don't care.
Because I don't want to be disrespectful to the group.
Who cares about all that? It just surprises me.
Okay. I don't know it.
Because you can't avoid rock radio. No, I mean, nowadays you can the last few years because rock stations truly are going away unless you have satellite. But it was everywhere when you were growing up, these songs.
I'll tell you, I really do feel at times very out of the loop. Like everyone loves that movie Spinal Tap. I've never seen it. I don't know it. My favorite movie growing up also was Uncle Buck.
Well, that's all right.
I'm a big John Candy fan.
But if you're not into rock bands and rock music, Spinal Tap, you wouldn't get that.
Okay. But a lot of these movies I just haven't seen, and I feel like I should be doing better.
I saved $20. The confidence when you said Queen is going to make me happy all day.
I thought it was Queen.
Both fists hit the air.
Yeah, I thought of
Travis.
Really? Was Queen.
I mean, I grew up on rock, so this isn't weird. Yeah, I mean, I'm only 3 years older than you, so it seems a little weird.
Right.
But I can understand,
Okay, but where did you grow up?
I grew up in Central Jersey.
Jersey. Okay, see, I grew up in Ridgewood, Bushwick, where nobody knew this.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody was listening to this.
Like my knowledge of 90s hip-hop is probably better than your knowledge of classic rock, but, if you're not listening to it...
Yeah, I was listening to fucking La Bamba at the bodega on my corner.
You don't have to, my point is, you don't have to like them. It's just...
Right. Why need to be Townshend?
Just be mildly aware of what's happening in the world.
I don't know.
I couldn't name 3 Beatles songs.
Oh, that's weird.
I know Yellows. Turn down the music. All right, 3 Beatles songs.
3 Beatles. Okay, I know. I
don't want the bit. Don't do stupid bits.
I'm not doing bits. All right. I Want to Hold Your Hand.
That's one.
Yellow Submarine.
All right.
Yellow Submarine. But I Want to Hold Your Hand is the only one I could sing. I don't know anything. I don't even know how Yellow Submarine goes. I want to hold your hand.
All right.
I want to hold your hand. Oh, and Let It Be.
There you go.
Okay. So, all right. I proved that to myself.
With that, we say hi to Mike Cannon. You guys know each other pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
And you're working on a show together, right?
Well, you're doing a panel tonight. I'm doing
today.
warm-up.
Yeah. We're doing, it's called Comedy Knockout. It's going to come out on True TV. It's public. You can say it.
Yeah, we go on the road together, though.
We go on the road together a lot.
Yeah.
He's my, we'll go places, and he's my cheating sponsor.
I'm basically his pussy sober coach.
Yeah. He makes sure I stay straight.
Yeah, because I'm in a long-term relationship, so I keep him locked in.
I don't know how you guys do it. I mean, hitting the road every weekend,
it's good. Mike is the sponsor.
A lot of pot. It lowers the libido.
Really?
Yeah,
we do a lot of that. We do a lot of sightseeing. We'll rent bikes.
But give me a scenario that might have happened back in the day, let's just say.
Where he
helped you out.
Where he helped me get vagina?
No, I helped you make sure you didn't.
Oh, make sure.
Isn't
Okay.
he supposed to be keeping it away from you?
Oh, he's a sponsor. All right. Well,
I mean, Syracuse, it's mostly like post-show shit, because girls will say some wild stuff while they take a picture, just to get a reaction, just to see your face, and it's more like kind of move it along, sister.
Yeah. He'll just hold up the Puerto Rican flag just to remind me that I have a fucking psycho girl. No, she's great. She's listening.
And you say move it along, sister?
Yeah, in those exact words.
No, he's been great. Because look, the bottom line is, now I would never cheat. I have a beautiful daughter. I would never ever do it. I just can't. But Mike, is
that what you're saying?
No, Mikey's just my sponsor.
Right.
I like the but Mikey and then doesn't finish it, so people just fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
But all right.
No, it's good though. It's good. Mike's been a.
So what are the distractions? Well, you walk around and sightsee?
We sightsee. Well, in Cincinnati, we rented bikes.
Yeah.
We sightsee. We went and got Skyline Chili.
We try to keep each other in check diet-wise. It's a very homoerotic relationship without the sex.
We get in a lot of comedians will have their opener stay in a separate room. I get 2 separate beds. We go in the same room.
Yeah.
You know, the only problem I have with it is when we're on a plane or car ride, he always holds in his shit and then just shits right in the hotel room.
That's not good.
And that sucks.
You should be doing that in the lobby, Mike.
Yeah, but for a plane, it just builds up the pressure.
Right, that's the only issue I have.
Why are you laughing at that? That's not even funny.
It's funny.
That's not funny.
I was laughing. I just thought you were funny.
But that's not funny. That's just what guys do. If you're sharing a room with a guy, you never shit in there. That's lobby shit.
No, I understand that, but just that you had a plan all loaded up, but you should be doing that in the lobby. You made me laugh.
I got a lot of shit because when we were off the air for a few years, I would go and see my comedy friends, and Voss put a nice trip together for me and him to play at the Doral down there in Florida.
Nice.
And he got us one room, and I didn't mind that. I kind of liked having a roommate for the weekend.
It's nice.
I wasn't really looking to hook up or any of that shit.
No.
The only thing is Chris immediately goes into his underwear. Like, as soon as you get in the room, he's full-blown guinea tee.
That's what I do.
And, like,
so you want
loose boxer briefs.
You want him to blow you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm suggesting it.
Why would you strip down to your underwear?
It's just something I naturally do. That's what I would do my whole life. It's just as soon as door closes, I just go in my underwear.
Does that make you uncomfortable, Mike?
Not really, but I'm in like full burqa. I'm wearing like pajama pants and a long sleeve shirt, and Chris is.
Yeah, if we room together, I'm not stripping down my boxers
his
or
puffy nipples just popping through
actually. I'm not
puffy nipples. I do. I have the worst fucking sausage nipples. But we all have shit nipples.
Yeah, I mean, I have dog shit chest hair. So
yeah. But I was in the same room with Voss, and I kind of enjoyed it.
Did he try to sell you one of his CDs?
No, I mean, my job was to keep him alive because he smokes in the middle of the night, or used to. And I would I would look over at him, and he would have the cigarette with the ash, the whole ash still on the cigarette, one of those deals. Sleeping with that ash ready to hit the fucking rug.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. That guy would wake up in the middle of the night just to smoke cigarettes.
Just to smoke.
Yes.
Did he do it? Did he set an alarm, or was that something that the addiction actually brought out of him? It just woke him.
The 2 or 3 days we were together, he would just wake up to smoke in the middle of the night. Oof. And then, because it's the middle of the night, halfway through his cigarette, he would fall asleep, and then the ash would just, be on that thing, ready to drop. And his snoring was horrendous, too.
Oh, really?
And we also had to see a dentist because he fucked up his tooth.
In Florida?
Yeah, and I broke my hand. And
fuck?
And Voss made out with a grandma.
Oh, Jesus.
Albino grandma.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was our trip.
At least she was
And we went to Walmart in the middle of the night because we were bored. Yeah.
Sounds like an awful trip.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. How many years ago was this?
Oh, God. 11, 12 now?
Jesus.
I think we've been back on radio 10 plus years. So, yeah, we were playing Doral, and they took the sand out of the trap because they were getting it ready for one of their, the PGA tournament. And I didn't know that, so I went deep with my sand wedge, first, second hole, and I actually cracked my hand because it was hard under there. There was no real sand left. And so I actually couldn't really play Doral anymore because every time I swung the club, the vibrations were killing my fucking cracked hand.
Yeah.
So I was done. So I was kind of just driving him around in a cart. I guess it wasn't awful. I guess it was an awful weekend. And then we met these two girls at, what was it called down there? The newsstand on South Beach. I don't know. What the hell is it called? Some newspaper theme. And then they brought us to that, the Delano.
Oh, yeah, I've stayed there. It's all white.
Is it called the Delano?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then I was with the daughter, just hanging, to be totally honest with you. And Rich decided to make out with the daughter's mom, who was albino, and she was a grandma.
Was it for the story, or he was legitimately interested?
That's a really good question. To this day, I don't think it was for the story. And then me and the other girl were like kind of peeking around to their cabana because it was late, where you didn't have to pay for the cabanas anymore. So we just had one cabana, and then Rich and the grandma albino lady went to the other one, and he started making out with her. That is true. Anyway, what's going on, Mike Cannon? Last time you were here, you brought some Adele to us. Remember that?
I sure did, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't have much today, but I did. I had a weird dream last night where I was eating out Amy Smart, formerly of Road Trip fame.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of a lucid dream, too. Like, I realized that I was dreaming, so I took advantage of the situation.
Now, I hear about this lucid dreaming thing. I can't get anything done.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because then I think I'm aware I'm dreaming, and then I fuck it all up.
Yeah, you can't be too aware or else it'll jolt you awake.
Yeah, but how do you do that?
I don't know.
I hear people can really control their dreams when it's in that lucid state.
Honestly, I went to Hawaii a few years ago, and I was so relaxed for the first time in my life that I actually just started lucid dreaming naturally, and then I took it home, and I was able to kind of control it a little better.
Did you drink the water in Hawaii?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I also pet a feral cat at a restaurant. It scratched the shit out of me, so that could have gave me some special powers.
When you're dreaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, because usually if it's a lucid dream and then I'm aware that I'm dreaming, next thing you know, it fucks it up, and now I'm like I don't know.
I have a lot of those, though, like lucid dreams with celebrity women that I have a crush on, and because I'm in a committed relationship, when I realize I'm in a dream state, I'm like, well, you better fuck this woman, because this is your shot.
But how much does it suck? Like, it works both ways, obviously, but you're with, let's say, Amy Smart.
Yeah.
You're eating her out.
Yeah.
But you're convinced in your dream, like, holy fuck, this is real. I'm eating out Amy Smart.
Oh, yeah.
And then you wake up and realize it was a dream, and you just get so fucking bummed out.
Dude, I've woken up with genuine loving feelings for Selena Gomez on, like, 2 separate occasions. Like, to the point where I was like, I think she had this dream, too.
Oh, that's why I'm with Boomer Esiason.
Is that right?
No, I said something once where I jerked off. Because there's times you never jerked off to a guy banging a girl.
No, for sure. I mean,
for sure you have.
No.
I mean, if it's a porn, but you're not thinking the guy.
I'm substituting my dick for his dick.
Okay.
No one actually thinks they're jerking off to a guy.
Okay, so you're saying
if you're jerking off to porn and there happens to be a guy in the scenario, sure, I guess technically, but you never think that you're jerking off to a guy.
So you never jerked off to Benifer? You know, like to
like him fucking her?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm always just considering it from his POV, so I'm seeing it out of his eyes, maybe. So
and
maybe
you're
I'm wearing his skin. Yeah.
All right. I'm just listen. People have different fucking things they do.
He jerked off to a quarterback once.
Yeah. So Boomer
Phil
banging
Sims.
who?
It wasn't Phil Sims. It was
Phil Sims.
Was it Phil Sims?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
I said
it was
that's
Aaron
why I would
Rodgers.
Oh, well, it was Aaron Rodgers.
I remember Aaron Rodgers,
but it was Phil Sims.
Dude, Phil Sims looks like a fucking premature puppy, like with his translucent pink skin.
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
And my mom got me a Phil Sims jersey for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, your mom's sick.
She's a sick.
She's playing into your fantasy.
She's playing. She just called me.
Did you jerk off to Peyton Manning winning the Super Bowl?
No, but I would.
That's a good question, right?
I would jerk off
for quarterbacks.
Yep.
I would jerk off to Peyton Manning when he was in the University of Tennessee, rubbing his ass and balls all over the trainer's face.
That's right.
That's a new poppin' story. I would jerk off to. There you go. Social media wasn't
Peyton's
around in 1996.
Could take a fucking painting too.
Yeah.
This is 5 months ago. But you're saying it's going to become a thing?
Because
Peyton Manning is lucky social media wasn't around in 1996 when he allegedly sat on a female trainer's face. Why is that funny?
It's just hilarious. This 17-year-old kid doing that.
That's it's not supposed to be funny, but why is that funny?
It is funny. Apparently, she was upset. Apparently,
Hey, he wasn't allowed to eat in the dining hall after that. He served his time.
is that what they really made him do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all he had to do.
That was his probation.
Boy,
yeah.
have times changed. So that story's going to be
I think
a little bigger, you think?
Because University of Tennessee just got in trouble for some like very similar scandals to Louisville.
Yeah.
And they were saying that these, they've been doing a lot of shady shit since the 90s, and they said one report even includes Peyton Manning. Hear it here next. One of those things on ESPN. So
Didn't you have friends do that in high school? Like, I had friends spread their butt cheeks in front of a trainer and stuff like that. Never, like, place it on their nose like a cat.
Well, we used to do, I went to Archbishop Malloy High School in the locker room. What we would do, like, say you were sitting down, I would come from behind you and put my nuts on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And then run away. And it's like almost like you do stuff like that so you prove you're not gay. You know what I mean?
It's just male-on-male sexual assault for dominance sake.
Jonah,
you didn't do that?
I pledged a fraternity, so
you had to do some shit like that.
I'm going to take the fifth today. I don't feel like sharing my stories today.
Well, we were the worst because
a few are already out there.
Right.
I mean, now I'm going to share.
You can do it. Give us one.
Well, we had to like pick up marshmallows with our ass.
Okay.
Not using our hands, and then we had to drop it on the rival fraternity house.
Nice.
That's like the newlywed game with the oranges and the chin.
So shit-stained marshmallows.
But we were blindfolded, which was good.
Interesting. Did you do it? Were you able to get it? Is that?
I was able to do it.
Yeah.
I think you were allowed to use your hands to open the cheeks to get the marshmallow.
Yeah, I was going to say, how can...
You all right, Paul?
How's it fun?
What?
I think he's going to throw up again.
What do you mean, how is it fun? Pledging's not supposed to be fun. It's the party afterwards.
Why'd you pledge?
That's a very good question.
But also, the marshmallow is soft, so that seems like a pretty fun target. Like that, at least it's not something spiky.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I did it for the cake parties.
What frat were you in at Geneseo?
With sororities. Phi Sigma Epsilon at the time.
Okay.
We've had to change our letters over the years. I don't know what they are these days.
I was honorary in like 3 of them, just because
honorary?
I could just
what does
booze.
that mean?
Well, I transferred there as a junior, so it was too late to do that.
We used to hate
freshman
guys
shit.
like you because you didn't go through the pledging.
I know, but people enjoyed my drinking ability.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then there was this fat sorority on campus. So the bit was that they blindfolded again. That, they're screaming at us. I get scared to tell these pledging stories, and this is like a lifetime ago.
Why get scared?
Because I guess I'm giving away secrets.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of older brothers that take this shit seriously to this day.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, right? So the bit that night was that, the fat sorority house, a few of the girls were in our fraternity house and they left duties in the toilet. And it was our job as pledges to get that shit out of the toilet.
Ugh.
And we had to squish it. We had to squish the shit.
Also with your butt cheeks, or was this with your hands?
From the fat sorority girl that was in our fraternity house.
Somebody banged her.
Yeah, we did. And then, you learn the tricks after you get in, and it's supposed to be bananas, but if you really don't like a guy and there's a brother that could get, one going,
I'll do it.
You leave a real one in there. But in general, it's bananas.
Is it fraternities and sororities? Is it really just like trying to pledge to have friends? Is that what it basically is?
I went to Geneseo. I mean, if you wanted a social life, you pretty much had to be in a fraternity. Or
you had to. Or on a team.
Or on a team. Or even like if you worked in a bar, that was a whole crew of guys that hung out together. So,
right.
Yeah, you had to be part of a group.
Something.
So
you saw that shit that happened there a couple weeks ago, right?
Oh, God, again.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah.
Oh, you were here?
What, when they murdered everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was here.
The double murder.
Everyone.
Yeah.
The double murder.
Yeah, Mike
suicide, yeah.
It was brutal.
That's crazy.
Very, very sad. That type of shit doesn't happen in those in that area.
No, usually that frat pigs. I don't know if they're still there, but they killed a couple kids with hazing, but nothing.
In Geneseo?
Oh yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
how do you
sure.
know about Geneseo?
I went there.
Oh, that's right. Mike went there. Jesus Christ, Mike. I'm sorry. I do remember this.
I got roofied up by that fucking frat the first night I was at college.
Really?
Yeah, I had like 2 drinks, and all of a sudden I was blind.
There was a. Oh, Jesus. I forgot you went there. Okay. Yeah. No, the pigs were really scary. They just started out when I was there.
Yeah.
So a long time ago, and they weren't really a fraternity. at the
What
time.
were they? They weren't sanctioned when I was there either.
They were just a social group, so they
What's
had
the
their
pigs?
own.
Is that the fat girls?
No.
Oh.
That was the Egos.
Yeah.
Oh, the Egos.
In my
Oh,
day-
They were hot when I was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
In my
they switched
day,
it up.
if you were kind of chubby and not that great looking, you pledged Ego.
Ego.
In my day, it was the Phi Lambs. They were all hot. They literally would not take pledges unless you were hot.
Yeah.
It was so
Good
stupid.
screening
That
process.
whole thing was so stupid. But the pigs are scary.
The pigs fucking stabbed a townie. When I was
Really?
there. Yeah, somebody like knifed a townie in the thigh just over some
Killed
weird. No, just kind of hurt
Did
him.
you have scary townies when you went there?
Yeah, I mean a lot of toothless people at the stateside. Was that bar?
Sure, but I'm talking about there were townies that were our age but weren't, college material.
Right.
And in a lot of cases they were just a little older than the college kids, so maybe like 23, 24, 25. They would wreak havoc in that fucking town.
Really?
Oh my God. Start fights everywhere. The townies hated that the college kids were there.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
that's the only reason the town exists.
I was gonna
because
say,
it brings in
Exactly.
money. Yeah.
And
the whole
it brought
economy.
them a lot of, women that they could maybe
For
sleep
sure.
with. But
Have
the
some sex.
townies were always scary.
Scary?
Because they would blend in with the college crowd
Yeah.
and they didn't take shit from nobody. Because
Yeah.
they didn't have to answer anyone.
Yeah.
See, I feel like those guys were still there when I went there because there were just like, 40-year-old men when I was there just that looked 75 but would just be like sniffing girls' hairs in the bar and shit. Just breathing hot trash into everybody's face.
Sniffing girls' hair.
So when you were there, the pigs stabbed a townie?
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Did they kill him?
No, I think the kid got expelled though.
Right.
And I think that was the same year they hazed a person to death.
Yeah. Geneseo was a big...
Well, there's nothing to do but booze.
Yeah,
But it's like one of the best. It's like the Ivy League of the Sunnis, right?
Now it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I went there, it was just a big-time drinking college.
I'm pretty sure I knocked that out of the number one spot though.
And
My grade point
They
average.
even got rid of They finally got rid of the in-between. Now this is too fucking inside.
Too insider.
They turned the in-between into dorms or something, or
Yeah, so
or housing.
a sorority house. They did. Yeah, it was a barn that was a bar that even when I went back to visit, like 4 years later, they were playing Kanye West Gold Digger as if it just came out the week before.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Ex-frat member pleads guilty in New York hazing death. 2 former members of a banned college fraternity at a Western New York campus admitted Tuesday they plied a student with so much beer, champagne, and vodka during a 3-day hazing that the young man died of alcohol poisoning. Wow.
Back in 2009.
I wonder did those guys go to jail? Like, who goes to jail if it's the whole fraternity that did it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I come from a time pledging was no fucking joke. It was scary. There were times it was fucking scary, man. The shit. I only shared the fun, silly stories.
And you had to do every one, even though it was scary?
Dude, man, or your life would be hell. Your life would be hell.
I don't understand why you would even want to put yourself through it. Like, I genuinely don't get it.
I'm now, at my current age, now I can't imagine. But you're an 18, 19-year-old kid, you're away from home, and you want to fit in, and, they're throwing great parties and stuff. But
Right.
It was crazy ass shit.
You're somehow convinced that it's tradition.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a proud tradition.
Yeah.
I can't. Now, I know with all the hazing that comes out, people die, but they still do it. Every sorority and fraternity still
they
does
get
it.
away with whatever they can.
Whatever.
But there's a lot of colleges that have extremely just wimpy pledging now.
Right.
So it definitely has changed. The fraternity, also called the Pigs, was banished from campus in '96 after 2 students were hospitalized for drinking. It has since been dissolved.
The Pigs.
I think someone died in my frat house a couple of years ago from cocaine on a couch or something. They found him the next day.
See, that's what. So they don't stop. So you'll get 35, 40-year-old guys coming back to school as like, hey, I'm still a frat leader or whatever, right? Like that's how sad it is.
What, the alumni?
Yeah.
It wasn't sad.
You don't think it's sad to go back? And
I tapped out at 30. Yeah. I finally around 30, 31 said, okay, what am I doing going back there every homecoming? Yeah, what do you get? It was awesome.
I went back
and then,
once.
you have a little money in your pocket, so you go up to the fraternity house with the keg for the weekend and stuff. You paid for the parties and stuff.
Oh my God.
It wasn't sad.
It wasn't sad. It sounds so sad.
You can relive your college life for a weekend.
Oh my God, and make kids put marshmallows in their ass. Walk around and then go back to your family.
Yeah, that was after we would leave, but
that's so funny.
I went back once when I was 24 and somebody put Benadryl in my beer and I woke up in the bushes with no shoes on.
Why are they fucking putting shit in your drinks left.
I don't
and right.
know. And then I got back to my apartment, or to the apartment of my friend, and the kid just go, "You just got drilled." And I was like, "That's a fucking thing."
Got drilled.
You got drilled.
Yeah.
Been drilled.
I knocked on the door of where I used to live. I was so disoriented. I thought I still went to college there. It was a nightmare.
I don't know if I ever told this story, but I got the shit beat out of me on one homecoming. I went up there. I got pretty drunk, and there was a very good friend of mine, this girl, and she's like, "Hey, I'm at the blah blah house."
Right.
And she tells me, so I'm like, "All right, I'll go there." And it's like 2 a.m, and I just kind of go in the house. And she was just staying there for the weekend.
Right.
So the people that actually were still, that actually were rooming there for real,
right,
for the semester, this guy, and I couldn't explain myself, and I got the shit beat out of me with a beer bottle.
Really?
Oh, fuck. Yes.
Were you like unconscious and everything?
No, he just beat the shit out of my back and gave me some nice shots. And
did it break?
And then he called the cops and stuff. And
after he hit you?
Yeah, and then I'm hiding in the bushes because I'm like, how am I going to explain that I got arrested on homecoming weekend?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And then I, got back up to the fraternity house and kind of just took care of my wounds.
Oh, my God.
He got the best of me, though.
Yeah, of course.
And I was trying to explain, like, blah, blah, I don't want to say your name, and staying here, she told me,
Right.
And maybe I was in the wrong house because they didn't want to hear any of it.
Was this the girl who had
They thought I was
bulimia?
trying to break in. No, that's the Red Lobster girl.
That
Oh, you were here last time?
Every time I see vomit on the floor now, I think, is it her?
Yeah, that's when I learned about bulimia.
Yeah.
This girl I really liked, I was driving her home for Thanksgiving break. She lived in Syracuse. So I took a detour with her. And I took her to Red Lobster. I saved up all my college money, everything I had, basically, to show her a good time. Went to Red Lobster. We were feasting. And she was a little thin she was a bit on the thin side to begin with. And then, most of the meal was done, and she excused herself, went to the bathroom, and she came back with very watery eyes. I'm like, oh, my God. Did she just go in the bathroom and throw up my hard-earned money?
Oh, my God. That's insane.
I thought it was her.
And I knew I was in over my head. I'm like, I can't deal with that. That's crazy. Well, I don't know how to deal with a girl that's going to puke.
Beyond that, there's certainly more deep-seated shit that's about to come out, too.
Huh?
If she has bulimia, there's certainly some mental shit that's going to come out on you regardless if you continue that relationship.
Yeah, no, that was... I was smart enough to realize, okay, I'm in way over my head. I didn't even really understand what that whole thing was about. I think some of my friends finally had explained to me that, sometimes girls like to put fingers down their throat if they
One of my
feel
buddies...
like they're looking fat.
One of my buddies, his girl was super bulimic, and she was blowing him, and her tooth fell out because it was rotting so much from the vomit.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
How old was she?
She was like 18, 19 or something like that.
Oh, my God. Really?
Yeah.
Her tooth fell out.
That's brutal.
Imagine that. You just got a tooth in your pubes. You didn't realize it?
Unbelievable. All right, where are we? So we got Mike Cannon in studio, who opens up with Chris Distefano, and they hit the road together a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Everything else good?
Yeah, pretty good, man. Just getting ready for the wedding in September, so, Jesus.
Getting married.
You're getting married?
He's getting married.
Yeah. I've been with my girl for a long time, like on and off since we were kids, like 10 years old.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
It's crazy, right?
Grew up next door to each other.
Wait, you've known your future wife since she was 10?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I know. We first had sex when we were 15. Every once in a while, I crank one out to that young puss.
Wow. How old are you?
I'm 30.
30, so you've known her 20 years.
Yep.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm not, I'm a fucking idiot, but yeah.
Did you just run out of things to buy?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, for Valentine's Day, we're both kind of just like, no.
I was in a relationship where I was able to hold her off by just buying stuff, and then I realized I just ran out of stuff to buy her. Because you could distract her with like a nice, handbag or a necklace or something, and then
right.
And then I just ran out of stuff, and then I knew, oh boy, time to move on.
Yeah, I don't really get into the gift shit. Like both of us, we're kind of just pretty nonchalant about it. So yeah, it's more heartfelt than that.
God, I can't imagine someone you've known since you were 10. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I mean, we've each dated other people. It's not like some psychotic codependency shit.
Right.
So,
When you went to Geneseo, were you together with her?
No. But every once in a while, like she went to Syracuse, so I would drive down there. We'd, meet up for a weekend, then kind of part ways and do our own thing.
I slept at the bus station in Syracuse once.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How was that?
After seeing the police. It was awesome. We had to wait for the first bus back to Geneseo, so we crashed at the bus stop right on the curb.
The police, they did the YMCA
Oh, we got beat up in Syracuse, too.
Did you?
That one wasn't that bad, but I can't listen to Tainted Love the same way anymore. You know Tainted Love?
No.
Soft Cell?
The Police I've heard of. The Police.
It was Black Kahuru, I think the name of the band was. They were the opener, a reggae band. They had no joke, 25 to 30 people on stage easily. And then it was the Police. We went there. We were freshmen. And then one of the guys we were with, it was a bunch of fraternity guys were like, hey, let's go to the fraternity row and let's pick one of the fraternity houses and make believe that you know we're brothers from Geneseo. I think it was the Sig Eps. There was a Sig Ep house. So I'm like, look, all we have to do is say we're Sig Eps from Geneseo. And at first, like, hey man, come on in. And everything was cool. But then you always had one asshole that was questioning us way too much. And then like our story started falling apart. And I remember I was downstairs, and they were cranking Soft Cell, Tainted Love. Right. When all hell broke loose and someone ran and got me and said, this isn't good. And then I went upstairs and there's a huge fucking fight as we're all getting thrown out. Because we're thinking we'll just party all night until the bus comes. And maybe crash on a couch for a little while, but some asshole just had to keep asking questions about this and that. And idiots. Our answers were vague, and they wanted, this song.
Oh, everybody knows this song.
So, I mean, I shouldn't say we got the shit kicked out of us, but we got thrown out a few shots.
The only thing worse than getting beaten up is getting beaten up for Soft Cell.
Absolutely. And then I remember we were like just achy and sore going to the bus stop, and now it's like the sun's coming up and we still have like 3 hours before the bus comes, and we're all just kind of laying around on the curb, sort of sleeping and waiting for the bus back to Geneseo.
It's a sad story.
Why is it sad? It almost worked.
Horrible. Every detail is horrible.
The Sig Ep house. It almost worked. I think it came down to like a secret handshake or something. This is a story I haven't thought of in years. But I think it was a secret handshake or whatever they asked for, and obviously insane. We didn't know it, and that was it. Then they were fucking pissed off that we were using them.
You guys got 4 free beers.
Right.
Fuck you.
It sounds like the gang fight in the Bad video, the Michael Jackson Bad video.
Yeah, we weren't. I'm not trying to portray
Everyone's
myself.
got tight pants on and they're pretty much dancing.
Yeah, I'm not trying to portray myself as a tough guy, trust me, but we thought we were smart guys, though. Yeah. We could figure shit out.
Yeah. But I tried to fight an entire frat at Geneseo.
Why?
Because I got into...
That's nuts.
Yeah, we were playing like basketball, I was supposed to be on the team, but then I just didn't play because the coach was whatever. So I was playing rec basketball, and some kid tried to start a fight through the whole thing, and it ends up getting broken up. But I see him later at this frat party. He's like, hey man, I just want to apologize from before, but just know that if it happened, I would have kicked your ass. So I was like, okay, and I ran him up against the wall and started fucking like Bane punching him in the sides.
That's right.
And then all of a sudden I'm run out into the parking lot. There's like 14, 15 guys like, get the fuck out of here, what's up? And I just basically started swinging on him like Eminem in a parking lot. Just let's go. Yeah, and then I don't know how, but I got out.
Wow.
Yeah.
There were fights every weekend in Geneseo.
Yeah.
Every weekend.
And what soft rock was playing?
Let me go in. I'll go with the Alan Parsons Project.
Eye in the
Don't laugh at
sky.
that. You don't know what that means.
I've heard of the Alan Parsons Project.
No, you haven't.
No fucking way.
No, I don't know the Grateful Dead.
If you don't know the Who, you're not going to know Alan Parsons.
I'm telling you that I've heard of it. I don't. Could I name a song? Or no. But I've heard of the Alan Parsons Project for
Eye
sure.
in the sky, motherfucker.
That's the only one I think I could name if I had to. Yeah.
The Alan.
You know this?
No. This I don't know the song.
This one I don't expect you to know.
You should know this.
Why?
He
doesn't know the Who. He thought the Who was Queen.
Yeah, sang YMCA.
I would have guessed if you said who is this. You know who I would have guessed? I would have guessed this is Sting. That's what I would have guessed.
God, I can't hear Sting in that at all.
No? Just in the beginning.
No.
No.
Maybe I don't know who Sting is then.
Yeah, I was going to say.
All right, we got Mike Cannon here and Chris Distefano. We should take another break for some live reads. And where are you going to be, Mike? You going to be with Chris?
Yeah. I'm on the road a little bit in March. I forget. Yeah. I don't have any dates in front of me, but just check my website, Mike Cannon Comedy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got the podcast Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole, and the Weed News. Actually, it's a
I want to ask you about Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole.
Yeah.
You're still doing that shit?
Still doing
You're
it.
crazy.
You guys fucking perpetuated it. We got bumped up to number 8 on iTunes after the Flat Earth Hour that we had last time.
We got some heat. Yeah, he does a podcast with a guy that really believes the Earth is flat.
That was great.
And he's a very smart guy.
Yeah.
But he believes a lot of weird shit.
He sure does.
Can you give me some updates on that after the break?
Yeah.
All right. And Chris D Comedy on Twitter, Chris Distefano.
Right.
Where are you going to be, buddy?
We got Madison, Wisconsin, Comedy on State, February 18th to the 20th, and then February 25th to the 27th. We got comics at Mohegan Sun, but more importantly, we got Mafia Penguin T-shirts that have the Hungarian flag instead of the Italian flag by accident on my website, chrisdcomedy.com. Click on merchandise and you'll get a T-shirt.
All right, very nice. And we'll give maybe a couple more away before we get out of here.
Yeah,
for the day. Okay, stay. Oh, we got Adam Glyn coming in next. Stay there. No Jim today. Well, actually, Jim did the first hour.
Right. Yeah.
And then he had to get on a flight to Chicago. His big theater tour starts tonight.
Oh,
at
nice.
The Vic Theater, right?
Right.
I got that
Chicago.
right.
Yep.
In Chicago. And then JimNorton.com for all the dates. He's hitting 3 cities this weekend alone. He's going to be a very, very busy man.
Very busy man making some money.
Do you know who this is? Don't $20.
100% I've heard the song.
All right,
This
good.
is Johnny Cash.
Yep. Oh, my God.
No? Is this Johnny Cash? Yep. is that wrong or is that right?
You're not doing a bit, right? Because I hate that fake shit.
Oh, you know me. You know me by now.
You think this is Johnny Cash? Turn it up a little. Travis is laughing. You're laughing pretty good at this.
I'm not doing a bit.
One more try. $20 on the line.
I have 100% heard this song.
That's good.
If it's not Johnny Cash, it's not Elvis.
Fire!
Artie? No. Fire!
I know everybody else in the studio. There's another 6 guys in here. We all know this band.
Even you
I have
know
no
this
doubt.
one?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, now I'm doubting myself, but yeah, I think so.
Give me another guess, Chris. It's not Johnny Cash.
It's not Johnny Cash. Okay. It's not Johnny Cash. It's not. Is it Hall & Oates?
Do you hear a second voice in there?
No. All right. That's why I guess Johnny Cash, because I figured
Hall
it's
&
one
Oates
guy.
kind of sang together.
All right, so then Rod Stewart?
Ah, forget it.
Who is it?
Mike, do you know?
Is it Rolling Stones?
Oh, my God.
All right, I'll take it. I'll see you guys later.
How old am I?
What is
Don't
it?
answer that.
Okay,
how old am I that these guys don't know the Doors?
The Door.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
not lying to you. I was gonna fucking guess the Doors. I was gonna guess the Doors after I guessed the Ramones.
This was fun.
So you were going to be wrong again.
Yeah, and then I would have went with the Doors.
This is fun, but it's also like really depressing.
I promise you, dude. I just don't know it. So if you wanna,
but these are songs that were on radio day after day, over and over and over again.
But not. You know,
you're 31. I think you're old enough that you should have known some of these songs.
I'm embarrassed.
Well, my dad used to listen to CBS FM, the oldies station. So I don't know if this qualified because it's rock.
Travis is shaking his head.
No, when he was listening to CBS, this wouldn't have been on it yet.
This wasn't on it.
Yeah.
No. They were still strictly like 50s and
50s, 60s, and even like...
But you walked into like stores.
I've heard this song. I've absolutely heard this song.
It was only their biggest hit, probably.
I've absolutely heard the song, but it's just hard for me to get it sometimes. Johnny Cash, I thought was a good guess. I really did.
That was a terrible guess.
But it's one guy who I knew.
Give me a little Johnny Cash. Give me Ring of Fire, just to show you the difference.
Okay.
Travis will have it in 1 second.
Johnny Cash.
It's a horrible guess.
I thought it was a decent guess.
It's a horrible guess.
You could have picked another song.
Well, this is more, Johnny Cash has it's more of a country feel.
The voice, though,
it sounds completely different.
Thank you, Mike.
They are both men.
They are both men. There you go.
All right, now
they're both dead.
I saved all my money today.
You saved, yeah.
I would have gave you $20 per band.
Look, I'll come in and try to do a better job, but these are honest guesses, man.
Listen to the replay and wait for Chris to tell you who he thought the Who was. With that, we say hi to my pal Adam Glyn. That's how you say your last name, right?
Yeah, Adam Glyn. Yeah.
Glyn.
What's up, buddy?
Adam Glyn works for TMZ, and I say hi to him every single day. And every once in a while, he'll lift his camera for me. Every once in a while.
I try to, but I'm afraid to go Kanye on me.
Every once in a while. But Adam's one of those guys that follows the celebrities all over the streets of Manhattan. And he's making quite a name for himself. And Harvey's using you more and more, Adam.
I got a game show from it.
I heard.
So it's pretty cool.
And you're usually in the lobby, but you were allowed up today.
Dude, I'm walking up here and the security, is just like, they didn't believe that I was going upstairs. Like, one guy who's he's kind of a dick to me, was like, seriously, buddy, you can't be here right now. I was like, no, I'm going upstairs. It felt good. Yeah. It's different. It's actually surreal to be up here right now.
I think it's kind of cool. We know someone from TMZ, and you've been a fan of the show.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a friend. I got,
You're a fan
I got
and
Chris
a friend.
on TMZ.
Yeah, one time you got me on. Look at the picture he posted when I got on it.
Let me say.
Oh, wait, hold on.
You finally get your big moment on TMZ?
Norton, I got Voss on.
You did get Voss on.
Hold on.
And you're a comic as well.
I'm a comic, so
we know a lot of the same people.
I look like a whale. I'm just, and they're like, comic Chris Distefano walking down the street.
You look like...
Oh, that was good.
3,000 pounds.
You look mid-shart in that picture.
Do you want me to send it to you?
How many years ago is that?
2 years ago.
Were you heavier then, or is it just a weird angle?
Both. I was heavy then, but that's also the angle was insane.
Oh, wait.
They got me.
Go back. I want to see...
Hold on. He's on the Guy Code on MTV2.
Say you're friends with a guy and a girl, and you're both their friends, and you know the guy's cheating on the girl. Do you tell the girl?
You can't tell the girl. You can't tell the girl. You can never tell the girl.
You do
What
it
am I
so that
talking
they
about?
figure it out on their own.
Well, no, but then you're giving clues. It's like, why you either do it or you don't. But to give clues is
No,
ridiculous.
because to come straight out and just say
Something
it.
may not be right.
No, because when you say it, then you become the third wheel.
Well, you are
But
the third wheel by giving clues.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, you are. You're hosting cheaters, is what you're
That's
doing.
fine, as long as she sees it with her own eyes.
But then you're hosting a show. Then it's going to be a big fight.
That's fine, and then I separate them and they break up.
Yeah. She's like that.
All right, thank you, sir. Thanks, have a good one.
Look at me, stupid book bag. What am I fucking doing?
That was it.
It was at LAX.
Yeah.
You look cool.
Yeah, you look cool.
You look cool in that video. At the airport when you're filmed? Or?
It's always good when you get stopped by TMZ, and then as you're walking away, you just hear people going, "Who is that?" That's just always what I hear.
They usually ask me that. They're like, who are you just filming? I'm like,
who is
what?
that?
I see that all the time outside this building.
It's
they run
insane.
right up to you.
There's zombies outside this building.
Yeah, you didn't have the pit stains in that video for TMZ.
Well, I had the black sweatshirt on.
Lift up your arms.
Oh my God!
Is that crazy?
What is that?
It's just fucking how we roll.
Yeah.
Armpit sweat.
He sweats.
I'm primarily
Mike's got
lefty
it, too.
right now, yeah. I got the left.
Adam, I saw that Kim Kardashian is in town.
She is.
Looking like a cow.
I saw her, yeah. This is like the post baby bod.
Yeah, but now she's dressing like a cow on top of it. She's got big, huge udders, and then she's wearing like this. You got to see the paper.
That Homer Simpson
We usually
movement.
don't do the Kim Kardashian shit on this show, but
well, you know what? Last night I went to a Kanye West threw a party at this like place in the East Village. It was he rented out like a parking garage.
Yeah.
So it was like an abandoned parking garage. So I go there and I see like Kourtney Kardashian walk around, ASAP Rocky, Kanye, and people see Kanye, and Kanye is like everyone's trying to take photos of Kanye or take pictures with Kanye, and Kanye gets on the mic, he's like, "Hold up, stop taking photos of me, appreciate the art," and like he starts going like it was pretty
Just
ridiculous.
soak me in and experience it.
Yeah.
He's got a concert today at like 4:00, right?
At the Garden.
At the Garden.
The fashion show. He's doing a fashion show at the Garden.
My buddy wanted me to go. My buddy Pat Finnegan wanted me to go. Zach calls me, he says, "You want to go to the Garden at 4:00?" I said, "I can." He's like, "All right, well, we're going to drink beers and pop Viagras and go." Swear to God, that's what he does. My buddy Pat Finnegan, he likes to drink beers and pop Viagras, and he says he doesn't care about banging girls. He said actually, if he comes, the high goes away. This is dead serious. He tells me mixing alcohol with Viagra is like being on Molly to him.
But you gotta walk around with a heart on, right?
Yeah,
something's gonna turn you on, and then there's no turning back from that. Now you're uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's like that whole edging shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's edging?
Where you just watch porn and don't come, but you keep kind of getting yourself close.
Jimmy's a fan of that.
Yeah, the edging?
I do it every once in a while. I have like 15 tabs open and just go one.
Yeah, but you don't go for hours. Jimmy will do it for hours.
When I was first as a full-time comedian, I went for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had nothing to do, so I was just sitting at home.
Crazy. So, how many people ask about the booty hole when you're Kanye?
You know what?
I saw that one video on TMZ. He was
Kanye's actually
off.
a pretty cool guy. Like, he's an approachable guy. But the only thing, he's bipolar. Like, you never know which Kanye you're going to see.
Right.
So if one day, this is one of my coolest experiences with Kanye was, I saw him go into a studio. This is right after he did last year's Grammys. He performed at the Grammys, right? I see him go into a studio the next morning. He doesn't fly private, he flies commercial. As soon as he got done with the Grammys, he didn't go to an after party. He flew commercial to New York and went to a studio the next day to start working on his new album and stuff like that. I see him go into his studio. I start asking him, I go, Kanye. He's on the phone. He goes, not right now. I'm on the phone. I've got no problem. I put the camera down. Kanye starts walking towards the studio. I go, Kanye. And he turns around to me. I go, I just want to let you know, and this is off camera. I go, Kanye, I just want to let you know how much I love the song you did last night at the Grammys. He puts down the phone and starts hugging me on Soho. He's like hugging me. And he's like, dude, thank you so much. You know what I was going for. He starts talking for 2 minutes. And he's like holding me as he talks to me, and he's like telling me what he was going for and the style, and then he's like holding me as he talks to me. I'm just like sitting there like, oh my god, Kanye West is holding me, talking to me. And then all of a sudden people on the street recognize it was Kanye, gets a little crazy. He's like, dude, I gotta go, and he bounces from me. But it's like, you just never know what you're gonna do.
Were you trying to hold the camera, like trying to turn it back on when he's hugging you? Be like, I gotta get this.
I almost, someone's like, did you keep the camera on? I was like, no, I felt bad because I just wanted to let him know. I didn't expect him to hug me.
No,
but it's like, I'm afraid to ask him about the whole, Amber Rose thing, because I mean, you've seen Kanye go Kanye.
Right.
I mean, I think I could take him, but I don't. Does it really matter if he's into that? I mean,
no, own it, dude.
Yeah.
It's fun for the.
He's owning it. Yeah.
A few fingers in your ass.
I don't mind.
Finger in the butt is not an explicitly homosexual thing. We all have nerve endings down there.
Yeah.
Good way to look at it.
Good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Who's been a dick? Can you say?
It's hard for me to say. Not really. I can't really say. But I honestly, 90% of the people are cool. 5% of them aren't into it, which I respect. The other 5% aren't great people. Like, to be the best people. Joan Rivers was amazing. Shaq's my boy. Ronda Rousey, you've had. Ronda Rousey's awesome.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds was hysterical yesterday, by the way, on the show.
He was great.
He was great. But
I like to think it was the questions I was asking. But
yeah, no, you were great. You made it look good.
I'm kidding.
You're setting him up.
Just fucking around.
Claire
Ryan
Danes
Reynolds is great.
always not. I'm not really a fan of Claire Danes.
She's not nice.
She seems so lovely, though.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't mess with the people. I don't get paid per shot. I get paid regardless. So it doesn't really make sense for me to go after Claire Danes. Spike Lee was actually not really nice to me. Spike Lee spoke at my college graduation, and I go, hey, Spike, and he goes, go fuck yourself. And I'm like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, I go, Spike, you spoke at my college graduation. He goes, and your mother. And I'm like, what?
Wow. There you go.
So that was pretty nasty. But again, majority of people are really cool about it. And, you kind of know when to go for it and when not to go for it. And I go for the people that I'm cool with, or I usually like, or people I've never met.
But most of the celebrities, they want the attention. I love the celebrities that act like, oh my God, I can't believe you're here, and it's like the Ivy in L.A.
Yeah.
If you're going to the Ivy, you want people to recognize you, and a lot of the paparazzi, or whatever you guys are called these days, sorry.
Yeah. No,
you're all hanging out close to the Ivy, waiting for the celebrities to come by for their lunch and their exposure. And I always love those shots of people leaving the Ivy, like, oh my God, I can't believe you won't leave me the fuck alone. When they could have went and ate anywhere in L.A. and no one would have noticed them.
You know what? If you
or
want,
at least they would have been noticed, but it would have been too late for actual
the Four Seasons is a nice hotel. The Ritz-Carlton's a nice hotel. But Marriott's are pretty good hotels as well. And no one's going to bother you at a Marriott. I'm sure there's a nice room at a Marriott. No one's going to bother you.
It's a game that you guys play.
It's part of the game.
It's a game you guys play with the celebrities. Because then there's celebrities that call you guys and go, hey, I'm going to be at such and such. And,
They're cool. I always try I can only speak for myself. I always try to talk to the celebrities sometimes if I can before I film them. I'm like, hey, what's up? You down? And I try to get them one time while they're in New York. I don't try to bother them the whole time. I don't try to film kids because that's not my thing. But they're their family. You kind of know when they're working, when they're not. And sometimes they're not going to talk to me. But majority of the time, I have a good success rate. And again, most of them are cool. The few altercations I've got into, which have never been with a celebrity, it's always like the moochers around them. It's not, the celebrities aren't bad people. It's the people around them, as you know, that are they're the biggest dicks. The publicists are assholes, or the people around them are just jerks. So, I mean, again, who was that? Charlie Sheen. I got Charlie Sheen the other day. Charlie Sheen's awesome. He doesn't look awesome, but he's
looking a little rough.
Yeah, he's looking rough. But I mean, he's still mentally, he's still there. I mean, but did he ever look great except in the hot shots? You know,
hardly.
Yeah, he looked amazing. Hot shots.
Does he look sick or unhealthy?
I wouldn't say.
Is he drinking?
No, I wouldn't say drink. He just looks like Charlie Sheen. You know,
right.
He's a little weathered, but he's still like mentally, he's still on top of his game. He's still a cool guy.
My favorite Charlie Sheen movie, Young Guns.
Young Guns.
That outlaw movie, Young Guns and Young Guns 2. I think they kill him in Young Guns 2.
Major League.
They kill him in the first one.
They kill him in the first one? Yeah.
He's in half.
Never really watched Major League. Young Guns, I was a big fan.
Major League was great. Hot Shots Part 2 was amazing.
Hot Shots Part 2.
I don't know if you could say amazing. It was good.
It was so funny.
Is that the food sex?
Yeah. When he puts they do the kickboxer and they puts his hand in there.
There's Kim Kardashian.
Look at her boobs.
See, I like that.
Great.
Looking like a cow. Yeah, but they're pissed off at the fur.
Is that what's going on right now?
A white, black, spotted fur that makes her look like a cow.
I had a call.
That's how she was walking around.
She was at lunch at Nobu yesterday.
Oh yeah, you're not going to get recognized there.
No, of course. No, who goes to Nobu? So, but Kim, she's honestly the one thing I can say about Kim Kardashian. She's very good to her fans. Like I can understand if you're a dick to me or something like that.
Because what does she do?
Right.
You know what? She changed the game. She, you know, the business, everything around it. Like she's the one who really started putting like. The other day, I got Teresa Giudice, you know, the housewife in New Jersey was in jail.
Yeah.
She's walking around with, like, her book out, so when she gets her photo taken, you see the cover of the book. She's promoting the book.
Yeah.
Kim does the same exact stuff. I mean, she changed the game. Ask what she does. I mean, I don't know what she does, but she's a socialite that made into a business, you know? Half the other girls would love to do what she's doing.
What does she actually do? All those businesses.
She's got the
Kimoji app.
The Kimojis
But she has nothing to do with any of that. They're just.
It's her name. It's her brand.
Yeah, I know. But she's just got a lot of very smart business people around her, setting up all those businesses.
She had a very lazy sex tape that all of a sudden just kind of...
all Ray J, not her.
When Paris Hilton was in here trying to tell us she's a businesswoman, and we were basically laughing at her. She was so fucking pissed off at us.
Did Paris give you the Paris voice, or did she talk normal?
What's the Paris voice?
Sometimes, like, when she's, like, on, she'll be like, hi, that's hot. And then all of a sudden she's like, hey, what's up, honey? Honey, can you do this? And it's like, oh, okay.
No, she was just awful.
That's what I heard.
She was awful. We hated her.
Did you?
Yes.
I had to do a thing
she
with
had
her.
sunglasses on, and she thought this...
Were you the one that read those notes that everybody hated her? Didn't somebody from TMZ, like, read comments from her videos?
One day I had to do a video. I had to do a thing with her, like a live shoot with her, and I had to go to her hotel room. She was staying at the Dream Hotel. And I go there, and I'm expecting, like, a whole entourage, and it was just me and her. So I had to sit there with me and her on the couch for, like, an hour before we start filming. And we're just, like, bullshitting and just hanging out, and like we really hit it off. Like I was like, do I ask her for her number? Like she was cool. Like we're talking about DJing, going out parties. Like she was totally down to earth. But in her room,
you were starting
was
to think you had a shot.
What's up?
You were starting to think you had a shot.
I don't know.
Doesn't she have the forever bumps though?
Yeah,
she's a herp chick, right?
You know what? Sometimes it's worth it. I don't know if she does. That I don't know if she does.
Yeah, it's just a battle wound.
But her hotel room is amazing. She has like all her shoes lined up on the floor. She has like a coat rack with all her like outfits for like the week. It's like it's pretty insane.
And she was supposed to be Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian was her friend.
She was the original Kim Kardashian.
Paris brought her onto the scene.
Yeah, Kim blew her out of the water.
Blew her out of the water. They don't talk anymore, right?
Really?
Those two?
I think they're civil.
They're civil toward each other?
As far as I know. I think they're civil. I mean, I thought they're friendly. I don't know if they're as close as they once were, because Kim used to be with Paris, and then all of a sudden you'd be like, who is this girl that's always with Paris? And then eventually Kim became Kim. And now it's like her whole family is huge. I mean, you see them in every single magazine, every single newspaper. Now they're all in New York for Fashion Week. Lamar Odom's in New York now, apparently. So
how's he doing?
So they got photos of him last night.
Yeah.
Doing a private jet with Chloe, and they're saying probably come to New York for Fashion Week. Apparently he's walking around. I think he's like pretty much all there, but like I think there's sometimes he kind of forgets a little bit some things. I think sometimes his speaking's a little off at times, but for the most part,
considering where he was,
I think he actually still believes he'll have a comeback in the NBA.
No, that's
going to be difficult.
Guys, if you want Fashion Week, I just got an invite tomorrow night, 7 p.m., the Women's Cancer official New York Fashion Week fundraising fashion show. I got a VIP +1. Who wants to come with? Just got it. Who wants to come with?
It sounds
Justin?
awful.
No,
would you like to?
Thank you.
Eric?
I appreciate it.
I'm busy.
Adam? Michael?
I'm doing my hair.
Travis?
I got to take care of this sore throat.
All right.
I'm just trying to get through the week.
I'll be out there.
These damn Valentine's Day reads. Only reason I'm here, I would have taken a couple sick days this week.
Fucking reads.
But Lamar's doing all right.
Lamar's doing all right. I mean, he's going for a hike. The other day, there's pictures of him going for a hike with Chloe and Kim. I think I mean, look at him. He's standing up straight.
Chloe's pretty hot. I like that new show, Cocktails with Chloe.
Do you like it? It's actually not bad.
I watched a couple episodes. Not bad. I mean, it's forced bullshit, but, you know, she looks good. I think it's a nice idea. The chef is good.
Yeah.
Cocktails with Chloe.
She looks way better than the rest of the
she's hot now.
Great. The rest of the older sisters.
She's most improved.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to hear a funny story. Actually, here's a story about Chloe, right? She's one of the first celebrities I ever filmed for TMZ. And I got her at the airport, and this is when she was with Lamar. And I said to her, and I didn't think about the question. It was my fault, you know, and it was a stupid question on my behalf. Actually, it's probably not, but it wasn't a nice question. I said, Chloe, because at the time she had a sex radio show. I said, Chloe, who do you think had the best celebrity sex tape? Forgetting that Kim had a celebrity sex tape because hers wasn't that great. And Lamar gets involved. Lamar's like, yo, back off. Yo, what are you doing? Back off, back off. And now all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I did that. I apologize to him. And they get in the elevator and I'm like, oh my God, I felt so bad. I went upstairs as they got off the elevator and I had the camera off. I said, Chloe, I just want to apologize. I forgot that might hit close to home. I just asked a question because you had a sex radio show. And she was like, no, I get it. She was so nice about it. So sweet. Right. And all of a sudden, I tried to apologize to Lamar. Lamar was just like, get out of here, get the fuck out. You know, like, just like, and I was like, dude, I apologize. And Chloe said to Lamar, it's like, listen, he's saying he apologizes. And I did. I was really upset. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know. And he was not the coolest, and she was super nice.
But why is that a bad question?
It's actually an interesting question.
Kim has owned that thing.
Kim, I mean, I don't know if she wants to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, but that's what made her famous.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess that's what kind of put her on the map in the first place.
That pushed her over the top.
You know who's got one now, though, a sex tape? Sunny. Remember Sunny, the WWE diva, the Hall of Famer?
Oh, really?
Sunny. She's got a sex tape now.
I saw some stills from that. It looked like a soccer mom from the Midwest taking a pounding.
Which one's Sunny?
She was, in the 90s, she was like the most downloaded woman like in the internet. She was hot back in like 96.
And it's a recent sex tape?
Yeah, remember this girl,
I remember Sunny.
Oh, I thought it was Sable.
Sable was hot. Sable did
super
Playboy.
hot. Yeah.
So Sunny sex tape's no good?
She's with Brock Lesnar, right?
Sable.
What?
Sable's married to Brock Lesnar.
Sable?
Yeah. Yeah. She's with Brock Lesnar. I remember Sunny.
Sunny, yeah, she's got a sex tape now. And
it's on Pornhub.
Can we see a piece of it?
Interesting.
Is there like a preview of this? Wow, what the hell are those girls doing over there? Wow.
Whoa. Hey. What the hell?
That's a nice hello. What country is that hello?
Hello.
Oh my God. Jesus. I think we just saw 20 sex scenes in 5 seconds. My brain almost blew up. I almost had a seizure. I couldn't take in all that info. There was way too much going on there.
That's why you got to maximize the screen. You got to focus on one thing.
Yes.
Is this it?
Is this it?
I don't know if that's
somebody
her.
else.
Yeah, that's not Sunny.
No. All right.
If you go to vivid.com, you might be able to see like a trailer for it.
Adam Glyn, tell us about your show.
Yeah, I got a game show.
With TMZ?
It's pretty cool. It's through TMZ, but not through TMZ. Harvey Levin's the producer on the show, but he's not. There's the Sunny video. You want to see Sunny?
No, I'd like to see the Sunny video.
Okay.
It's called Sunny Side Up.
Here she is, the lady of the evening, what we've all been waiting for. Rubbing our cocks in anticipation. It's time for the main event.
Ooh, back door. There we go. Is this her husband?
No.
I'm coming. Oh my God, I'm gonna come. Fuck me. Here we go.
I love her Newport voice.
We are off to a great start here. It is on. We are underway.
There you go.
Oh, that's great.
All right.
We just saw all the
voice
good
behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really too glamorous, but
Well,
it'll
she
do
just,
well. Wrestling
didn't she
fans
just challenge China to a fuck off too? Because as former WWE people,
Right.
she said we can either take dick or fuck each other until one of us taps.
Oh, God. That's all right.
Oh, I gotta go. I forgot.
What do you mean you gotta go?
I gotta go. I told you I had to leave at 10:15. It's 10:25.
We can sort of start wrapping up.
No, I didn't mean to be that. I just gotta go. My kid is sick. I gotta go.
You coming back tomorrow?
I'll come back tomorrow.
All right, we'll do another show this week then.
We'll do it.
Chris Distefano will be back
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
Where are you going to be, buddy?
I'm going to be in Madison, Wisconsin, February 18th to the 20th, Comedy Club on State, and then February 25th to the 27th, Comics at Mohegan Sun. Go to my website, chrisdcomedy.com, click on merchandise. I got penguin t-shirts that look like mafia velour suits with the Italian flag, but the artist messed up, reversed the colors. They're Hungarian flags. I'd love for you to buy some. Because,
I think it made the shirt special now.
Yeah, it's special.
There's that fuck up. Show these guys the shirt.
Oh, I have one.
You have
I
one?
wear it quite. I have his first incarnation of a T-shirt too.
There you go. Will you wear that, Adam?
Yeah, that's 100%. What's the material? It's 100% cotton, or
it's like American Apparel. It's nice.
Yeah, it's American Apparel. Yeah, so
you got to go soft with your T-shirt.
Yeah,
next level apparel is what it's called.
Nice.
All right.
All right, we'll see Chris tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.
Adam, so what's the...
I got the game show, southofwilshire.com. You can find out when and where the show airs. It's a celebrity game show. So basically what I do is with a film crew, I go to all these businesses south of Wilshire. I go to Englewood, Compton, Watts, Crenshaw, and I go to these small businesses. Because people think that celebrities go to Rodeo Drive, Beverly Hills, and Hollywood. They do, but they also go south of Wilshire. So I go to these businesses. They give me clues about the celebrities that come to the business. We take it to a room full of people, not like a big fancy studio. We take it to Doolin's on Crenshaw. It's like a legendary soul food restaurant in California, and we have 3 contestants in a restaurant trying to guess who the celebrity is based on the businesses giving clues. At the end of every episode, instead of having the businesses give clues, we have the celebrities giving clues about themselves, and that's like the final round. We have like Ronda Rousey on the show, Mariah Carey's on the show, Shaq, DMX, Rick Ross, Smokey Rock. It's just a bunch of random interesting people. So it's pretty cool.
What a strange but interesting idea. I'm
honestly,
sitting here going, that's different.
It's different. It's a game. It's a show. It's a game show. It's just fun. It's like I'm Anthony Bourdain kind of going to these places.
Right.
And like you kind of see this tour of this parts of Los Angeles that you don't see and celebrities actually go to. And it's fun. Like when you watch like Jeopardy, I think a lot of people don't watch, at least Mike and like our generation. Sure. I think a lot of people aren't watching just because they can't relate to it. They don't know some of these answers. This is like one of the shows where it takes no energy to watch, but it takes no energy to play, and you could be pretty decent at this game.
All right.
I take Adderall and watch Jeopardy all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're proud of that.
Just focused, baby.
All right.
But it's cool. It's fun. I mean, Fox picked it up. We did 68 episodes.
How many?
68.
68?
Yeah, we do like 7 to 8 a day.
Oh, my God.
8 episodes. And there's no teleprompter for me, which is like crazy.
Right.
So it's very physical. Like it's insane. Like when I hear like what Wheel of Fortune does now, like apparently they do like 4 or 5 shows, like maybe once every 3 weeks or something like that. And we're doing like 7 to 8, like on a weekend. We do like 14 shows a weekend. But,
that's an effort.
It takes a lot of energy, but it's fun. And if you see the show, like, I hate on Jeopardy, it's like these nerds who like, they win $1,000 and it's just like, okay, like our show, like these people, our contestants are people who never thought they'd be on a game show, so they're excited when they win, like they start dancing, they get into it, and it's just more energy. It's just fun.
They must like it if you've been able to do 68 already.
I know. Yeah. So we're going to do 40 this season, the repeat's 40. So it's exciting, dude. I'm still doing TMZ, so.
And where do they go to see the show?
Southofwilshire.com to find out when and where the show airs. Like in New York, it's like Channel 9 at 5:30.
Okay.
Fox affiliates.
Right.
So.
Yeah, all right. It's got all the affiliates right there on the website. I'll check it out.
It's fun, dude.
I heard you say Wheel of Fortune. You ran into Vanna White?
I got Vanna White the other day.
How long has she been doing Wheel of Fortune?
I think it was 1980. She's 58 years old. 1982, I think, maybe when she got like the full-time gig around there.
82, that's 33 years ago. 34
she still looks
ago,
good,
right?
Yeah. She was my first erection. I remember it.
You remember that Vanna White was your first erection?
Yeah. I used to tell my mom I was going to marry Vanna White when I was like 4 years old.
She was smoking.
She's still hot. She still looks good. And she always is smiling, which is not easy. Like, to smile all the time, always look like you're happy is like, that's her job.
What else she got to do?
But that's her job.
She's got the easiest gig in the world.
She's got the easiest. She
basically just has to look good.
All she has to look good. And she used to have to, back in the day, she used to turn the block when the letter got right. Now she has to just touch screen. She just touches the letter.
Yeah.
And it just turns on.
I know. It's the easiest gig.
It's the best gig. And she makes a ton of money off it.
I'm amazed that show's still happening. It's been around
really
forever.
well.
It still right?
Yeah.
Game shows do very well. Like, they're very profitable.
Was that recently that the guy filled in the N-word with the I when it was supposed to be right?
Yeah.
There was it was one letter missing, and I think it was N, blank GGER or something like that.
Oh, the Nagger thing?
Yeah.
Well, that's from South Park.
There's a South Park thing, but there was also a real life.
Oh, really?
Actual, where it happened. I think it was recent.
Did we see this? We haven't seen this yet. If you're fine, let me check it out fast. They're saying you got to go, Adam. You have to go.
I'm
really?
doing a lot of stuff today, actually. It's pretty. I wore a nice sweater for you guys.
The guy that's in the lobby every day has to go.
I know. I got to go back to the lobby. I'm the only guy who's going to do upstairs. I'm going to wait downstairs for everyone to come out.
I tell you when you go.
No.
You don't tell me when you go.
This is
absolutely fake.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Let me see. How do you know it's fake?
Because I feel like we watched this on the show before.
Yeah, and it looks full green
This is
screen.
great.
Yeah.
And
no end. Randy.
It's good. It's great that someone thought to do that, though. Was he actually on the show and they just cut it from another puzzle?
I have no idea.
You don't even know that?
No.
All right. So, thanks, Mike.
Yeah, second fake video I brought into this show.
Sure.
So
What is going
feeling
on?
pretty good about
What was
my
the other
record.
one?
It was the fucking Fetty Wap sings acapella.
Yeah, that was
I'm
bullshit.
a real sack of shit.
That wasn't real?
No, I guess not.
Oh.
You had to have filmed that, Adam.
No, I thought I heard one of them. There's like a Fetty Wap, like when there wasn't all the sound thing up to him, and it sounded terrible. But
what? And you should promote your podcast before we go.
Yeah, Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole.
He does a podcast with a conspiracy guy.
It's a great. It's all the dude. His podcast is amazing.
Oh, you've checked it out?
I've heard it. Yeah, for sure.
Are you a conspiracy guy?
No, I'm not a conspiracy guy, but I'll listen to it. But I just listen to it just to be educated.
What has
somehow.
been the big conspiracy recently?
I mean, it's all flat Earth dog shit. But one of my co-hosts just did DMT. So the next week we're coming out talking about that. It was quite the experience for him. Do you know what DMT is?
Is that the stuff you do in the middle of the desert?
It's like, that's peyote. It's similar, but it's dimethyltryptamine. It's actually the thing that your pineal gland excretes as you're in REM sleep and also right before you die. And apparently if you smoke it, it unlocks the secrets to the universe.
And then you're going to talk about that on your podcast.
Sure are.
So we
I
have
can't
to
wait
wait
to
for
do
the
it.
secrets of the universe until you upload your podcast. How about you tell us the secrets of the universe now?
I didn't do it, but that's apparently why Steve Jobs, his last 6 words were, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Adam, they're saying you really have to go.
I believe I'm doing another. I'm just doing some other shows up here.
I'm insulted.
But I was so
You're
excited.
leaving
Honestly,
our show.
I'm excited to be here. This is surreal for me.
We'll definitely have you back, Adam.
I appreciate it, brother.
What's the plug again for you, buddy?
Southofwilshire.com to find out when and where the show airs. At Adam Glyn, and yeah.
Okay. Now I got to hear about this DMT shit.
Yeah, I haven't done it. It's same as like ayahuasca. Ayahuasca is like
that's what I thought.
Yeah,
I forgot the name of it, but that's sort of what I was.
Yeah, that's like a slow drip shit your pants version of DMT. DMT you smoke and it's like 8 minutes Earth time, but it could feel much longer.
Thanks, Adam. All right. And tomorrow on the show, Chris Distefano's coming back. Dennis Falcone, you're going to do a little something special for Valentine's Day?
Yes, I am. I'm going to be here from 7 to 9 DJing for you.
7 to 9?
Yeah. Do you remember when you asked Denny to, you cleared with him to come in and play music for Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Well, a little while ago when I went to ask him to come down here so we can tease, he said, by the way, I'm busy at 9 o'clock. And I was like, well, our show goes till 10 and you already committed to it.
You have another gig tomorrow?
He said, I'll let you know last week.
I'll let you know.
I'll let you know.
No, but we
I'll
had
let you know.
Yeah.
We had you on hold.
No, I have a lot of jobs here, and I have to...
What's your other job?
I'm a program director.
Well, all right. But that could wait. What are you doing at 9 o'clock tomorrow?
Actually, 9:15. I just want to make sure I'm there ahead of time. I have to record Chris Harrison, the host of The Bachelor. He's doing a guest DJ show on the Love Channel on Valentine's Day.
Must listen.
Who the hell's Chris Allen?
Chris Harrison.
Oh, Chris Harrison. See, I even got the last name.
There you go.
He's the Bachelor?
He's the host.
Are you excited?
I have to do it, yeah.
All right. So we'll only have you for a couple hours tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
See, he's a reasonable man. I wasn't afraid.
Oh, are you saying Opie's not a reasonable man?
No, he is, but, just wanted to make sure.
Well, because we had discussed being there for the whole show, so it's just...
It's kind of weird that you're only doing 2 out of the 3 hours.
I'll come back next week.
Nah, that's all right.
Nah, I can.
Should we find someone else?
It's not a problem.
Yeah, we could probably find someone else.
We can find
DJ
someone else
tomorrow.
I'm a hell of a good DJ.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh. All right, we'll have...
But it'll be a good 2 hours that I give you. Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to pack 3 hours into 2.
Oh, good.
Okay.
All Valentine's music? You got a
music.
Valentine's Day gig this weekend?
Yes, 2.
What are you doing?
I'm at the Birchwood Restaurant in Riverhead.
What?
Yeah.
Should be getting bigger gigs by now.
Oh, no, it's a good one.
A restaurant in Riverhead's a good gig?
Well, it's a Valentine's dance.
For who?
What's that? For the restaurant.
No, I understand, but who are the clientele?
Whoever comes in.
Just whoever comes to the restaurant.
Yeah, couples.
I've already hidden the camera in the bathroom.
Upscale couples.
That's a horrible gig.
Yeah, it works.
I hope they're paying you well. That sounds like a horrible gig, right?
Yeah, I have a worse gig this Valentine's Day, though.
What do you got?
I'm doing deliveries for my girl's floral design company. budsofbrooklyn.com. Order.
And you're
yeah, I'm helping her out. Yeah, it's a startup that's doing really well, so she's got a ton of orders, so she's spread pretty thin. So, and I said if they throw in a couple extra bucks, I'll dress like Cupid.
Are you going to tell some jokes? Be one of those guys with a sign? I'll tell you a joke for $1?
I'm only doing singing.
You should
Just singing.
You should film that shit.
I probably will. I'll Periscope the entire thing.
Absolutely should do that.
Does she do weddings and
Yeah, for sure.
Give me some cards so when people
I definitely will.
Definitely.
Dennis, what's the second gig?
I'm there 2 days.
Oh my God!
Well, Saturday night it's going to be a big
night.
night.
The promotion we've given you on this show that you can only get a gig at a restaurant in Riverhead for Valentine's Day.
If you're into life hacks, I have one for Valentine's Day. Go to the cemetery and steal flowers.
It's a good idea, Dennis.
Life hack.
It's a very good idea.
It's an upscale restaurant.
I'm sure it's a fantastic place, but
a very nice restaurant.
All right,
addicted to pills.
You're addicted to pills?
No, of course not.
What's your pill of choice?
I don't take any pills. I do take a leave from time to time.
A leave? You take a little leave?
With getting hit by the car, the ankles kind of hurt after a while. Especially standing 4 to 5 hours.
He got really fucked up as a kid.
Okay.
I got hit by a car.
Well, that'll do it.
On Pearl Harbor Day, walking home from school.
Jesus Christ, on Pearl Harbor Day.
He got
of all days.
The car threw him pretty good, and his leg's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, 30 feet in the air.
30 feet in the air?
Yeah, I landed in a creek.
My best gig last year was DJing a birthday party for a cat.
We were going to go, but I got to take this call from Tony in California. Tony, go ahead, buddy.
Hey, how we doing?
Pretty good. Wrapping up.
All right, real quickly here. 26 years old. I used to work in downtown San Francisco. I took out all my savings and moved to 8 Ashbury Street in San Francisco and spent 6 months or a year just exploring different things. One day, my buddy came over, and we had a few chicks with us. He came over with some PMP, and it was a little vial, and we smoked it. And the next thing I know, the experience was kind of hazy, but it felt like I was falling off a cliff and just falling and gliding and flying. And I don't know how long the shit lasted. It could have been 20 minutes or 20 seconds. But I woke up, and all 4 of us were naked, just clinging to each other in the bed. And so it was kind of that was basically.
That story was as disappointing as my career.
It was a wonderful story.
So if you guys aren't doing anything and, you want dinner, come on out and a glass of wine is on me.
I'm not going to a restaurant in Riverhead for Valentine's Day.
It's all right.
I might just for the vino.
Sounds fucking depressing. Are we blowing up your spot? Are they going to be mad now?
No, of course not.
And you're going to have to carry all the hard drive of hits in there and set up.
It's supposed to be like 9 degrees this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be very cold in
cold.
New York.
So I'll have to play a lot of love songs to warm things up.
All right, get the fuck out of there. Jesus Christ.
All right, I was on. Now I'm gone.
Yeah. Dennis Falcone, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Mike, always a pleasure. Mike,
thanks for having me, man.
The big plug is the podcast.
Yeah, and also check out the Weed News. It was a weekly web series that I was doing about like legalization and product review and thinking about rebooting it. I got about 50 episodes up on YouTube.
Weed's hot right now. Of course you should reboot it.
Yeah.
When did you do this? A couple years back?
No, a couple months ago, and I just stopped because I was going on the road a lot, so I didn't have a lot of time.
Weed made you lazy.
Yeah. No, I'm one of those aggressive, kind of up and at 'em potheads. So
right.
I'm pretty productive.
So you're really up on the whole thing?
Yeah. I think, I got into it once I got to L.A. and smoked the correct type of weed for myself.
What is the correct type?
For me, personally, it's lower anxiety, but also facilitates creative thought. It's like the perfect pot for comedians. I was Granddaddy Perp, Blue Dream, that's my kind of thing. And it's
I don't know what you're saying.
It's basically like Xanax, except it won't kill your liver.
But they've really figured out all these different strains of marijuana now.
It's absolutely incredible. Plus, there's all these studies. Mark Cuban is heading something up where it's potential to regenerate brain function and also help with brain injuries. And obviously, little kids are taking it to help with seizures, all this stuff, and it's pretty amazing what they're doing.
I think we had one, maybe two kinds when I was growing up, and now it's just all over the place. Right?
Oh yeah. I mean, the thing that sucks about here, it's a fucking grab bag. You know what I mean? You just kind of take what you can get, right? Because it's illegal. So,
but everywhere else, you could really
and even here is getting better. It depends who you know in terms of delivery service or whatever.
Right.
So
it just should be legal, I think.
I agree. I mean, the fact that booze is and it's not. Is kind of crazy.
I've always found that ridiculous.
Yeah,
booze is way more dangerous than fucking marijuana.
There's been 0 deaths due to marijuana. Quite a few.
It just comes down
booze.
It just comes down to money.
Absolutely.
As soon as they figure out how to monetize, it'll be everywhere.
Well,
which obviously
Colorado.
is starting to happen. I know.
Yeah.
They're making so much fucking money.
I think it's more about the pharmaceutical companies not necessarily wanting that kind of broad of a fix. They want to keep pushing their pills down people's throats and get people addicted. And
what a fucking beautiful angle that I didn't even think about.
Yeah.
I always think about the money and the tax money it would bring in.
Yeah, no,
pharmaceutical companies, they run this country.
Yeah, they thrive on the fact that it's illegal.
That is a great angle on that. But why wouldn't they jump in that business and then they would be okay with it?
That's what I think they're gearing up for. I don't think it's going to be fully legalized until, somebody like Pfizer owns the weed business.
And then it'll be everywhere.
Exactly. And it'll be like, genetic or mutated and all this shit. It won't be the type of weed that I know and love right now.
Then no one down in Washington will give a shit.
Right.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's a great angle on that. I never thought of that angle before. All right, Mike, we're going to get out of here. Mike Cannon, thank you so much, buddy.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Thanks to Chris Distefano and Adam Glyn from TMZ and Jim Norton, JimNorton.com. He starts his theater tour tonight at the Vic Theater in Chicago. All the tour dates are up on JimNorton.com. And once again, we're starting to re-promote the YouTube page because we're aggressively putting a lot of videos up there now, 2 or 3 a day. Maybe we have a video today. I don't know. We try not to force it, but a lot of good stuff up there right now. It's Opie Radio on YouTube, and subscribe. All right? But we got Ryan Reynolds up there. Who else we got?
Ethan Hawke.
Cuba? Cuba? You say Cuba?
Isn't that Cuba Gooding Jr.?
I say Cuba. Cuba Gooding Jr. is up there talking about the OJ series, which is awesome. Got Judd Apatow up there.
Yep.
You got Stone Cold Steve Austin's up there. A lot of videos. A lot of them. So it's Opie Radio on YouTube. With that, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.